What it do, 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 what it do. Should play a partner Ziggy2x, and man, we back at it again. Brand new day, brand new video made October 15th, Wednesday. You already know what it is, man. Oh, excuse me. Coffee already got me belching. What's going on, y'all, man? How everybody feeling today, man? Hopefully everybody good, man. I am good. I am great. I am woke. I am not tired as shit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful when you go to sleep and you wake up rested. God damn. I know I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, man, so don't look for the stream until about noon. I'm gonna tell you that now. I can already feel it in my bones. It's gonna be a nice, it's a long, hard day today at work. So, with that being said, we're gonna go on and get into the videos. You already know what's going on with me, man. Y'all already know what's going on with me. We ain't even playing around today, man. We're gonna have a full shift today. We're gonna have a full video breakdown. We're gonna have the whole whamma jamma. You know what's going on with me, dog. Fresh out the bat, man. I know y'all already seen the title, man. So y'all don't even be acting like y'all confused or lost or nothing. You know what's up.
You never thought you had.
Get this ad out of here, man. We ain't playing with that shit, man.
First
First video out the way, man. We didn't do Psychosis by Ty Boogie.
And that's why people
I ain't never heard about this shit, but we can see.
Perfect sense to them and their storyline in their head, but make no sense to anybody else. I thought my dad was secretly the president. I thought that I was the most wanted person in America, that everybody knew who I was, and everyone was staring at me when I went out in public.
Craziest things I did while in psychosis. Turned out super strong with number one. I masturbated in prayer. I believe I was married to God and I was God's wife.
Weed-induced psychosis and weed-induced schizophrenia is a real thing, and we don't talk about it enough. So I recently saw a TikTok from this girl who said she completely cut out smoking because she recognized that her body was no longer processing it the way that it used to, and one of her biggest symptoms was paranoia. So I immediately started thinking about this story that my hairstylist told me about how her baby daddy developed weed-induced schizophrenia. Like, I'm not joking.
Schizophrenia.
So of course I'm curious. So I was asking her, like, what symptoms did he show? Because when I think of schizophrenia, I think of people seeing things that aren't there or hearing things that they're not really hearing. But she told me that his symptoms were nothing like that. Really, the biggest thing was paranoia. And the way that it manifested was he really thought that, like, all of his friends and family, people closest to him, like, they were against him. They were talking behind his back, like nobody wanted to see him win. And like slowly but surely, every single relationship started falling off, and eventually it developed into full-blown schizophrenia. Something I think we don't really consider with people who are smoking, especially when it comes to our Black men, is that if you have an underlying mental health condition like PTSD, depression, bipolar disorder, anything like that, you are so much more likely to develop schizophrenia, psychosis from smoking weed. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life, but I'm just saying, like, I think you guys should at least be aware of the symptoms and, like, be aware of how this can progress. But it's crazy.
So crazy to think of weed in that light, because weed is one of those things that's like everybody is doing it. So you wouldn't think it can possibly put you in like a psychosis or trigger some type of schizophrenia or something like that. But when you think about it, everyone is not made equally. Like, although we all want to equally enjoy the same things, like if somebody enjoys something, you're like, all right, I want to enjoy it too, but we're not made equally. And we usually don't find out how unequal we are until something crazy happens. I think I knew at an early age, like when I was in college and I had my days with Chief Keefin, listen, man, it would either be really good, like, I mean, I'm telling Eddie Murphy jokes, having everybody crying, laughing, or I am somewhere bugging out, curled up in a tub with the doors locked. It was either A or B, y'all. I always knew it wasn't for me. But I am somebody that has gotten diagnosed by a psychiatrist with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Now, I think those things were triggered in the military. I can only imagine what kind of episodes I'd be having if I was still smoking. And the thing about it is, most people don't actually find out what they have. Like, I took myself to the psychiatrist. A lot of people don't even go to a psychiatrist. They just say, oh yeah, this is just how I am. and then you don't realize something is off until something really happens.
Yo, did you know if you hit that za a little too much, you could catch you a bad case of schizophrenia? So hear me
You high
out.
right now.
Apparently, we got this shit in our brain called gray matter, and when you're chiefing on that za a little too hard, it can cause your brain to do weird ass shit. On the lower end of the spectrum, you have this shit called psychosis.
This man is telling us how you can get a psychosis by smoking weed, and he's high. Nigga, I know you're high. I can see it in your eyes. Those are high eyes. You're not slick, brother. He talking about, bro, did you know you can get a psychosis from smoking weed? Nigga, you high right now. Nigga, I can smell your sleeves. Nigga, sniff your sleeves. Nigga, sniff your sleeves.
I'm sure we've all been there. That's when you tweak out a little bit. Now, on the farther end of the spectrum, if you have some shit going on,
I guess I'm not high yet.
shit like schizophrenia or any other mental illness, smoking on the za can make that shit way worse. Like, you can never know you had that shit, and then now you start smoking, your dumb ass got that shit. Make sure to always know what you're hitting on, and you know yourself better than anyone else. So if you start tweaking off the pack, bruh, stop. Stay.
Smoking on the za. You hit that park when the park hits your back. What the fuck is he talking about?
See, this is the thing. He said, make sure you always know what you're hitting on, like, as if you're laced or something. Your weed does not have to be laced in order for you to get triggered into a psychosis. It does not. I'm going to say that one more time for y'all. Your weed could be a good strand of weed. It can still trigger you into a psychosis. This is why a group of friends could smoke together, but only one friend has a bad trip to the point where it puts them in the mental hospital. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, we are not all made equally. Before we get into that, I came across a website that y'all can make some side hustle money. But the only thing is y'all have to play games on your phone. And I know everybody does not like to play games on your phone, but I figured it would be easy money. Even if you could make just $100.
So damn early in the video.
To mine. If you don't know, psychosis is a mental health condition where somebody loses contact with reality. It's characterized by delusions, which are firmly held beliefs that are not grounded in reality, hallucinations, which are seeing, hearing, or feeling things that aren't actually there, disorganized thinking or speech, which is talking in ways that don't make sense or jumping between unrelated topics. Also having changes in emotion and behavior and basically acting out of character. So my psychosis happened after my senior year of high school. I was only 18 years old. I was such a baby. I was a straight A student. I didn't do drugs. I didn't even drink at that time. And it really, truly came out of nowhere. Later, I would learn that I have bipolar disorder type 1. This was 13 years ago, and I've blocked out certain parts. So I can't say, like, this happened and this and this. It's more like memories that I try to piece together. But when someone enters psychosis, you feel enlightened and you feel like you know all the secrets of the world where other people are sleeping and don't know anything. It's really common for people to believe they're the second coming, they're God, they're the most special person in the world. They have access to things that nobody else does. And you feel powerful and like you're special and you have all the answers.
That's like that one friend that turns into a philosopher every time y'all smoke together. They mess around and say something like, bro, you ever thought about it? As soon as you hear that, you just know something wild about to come after. Bro, time don't even exist. We just keep agreeing to look at the clock. You just sitting there like, man, pass the blunt, man. They be on another planet. But all right, back to the video. No more jokes, y'all. No more jokes. This is a serious matter.
It kind of stems from how great you perceive yourself to be. And that's when the paranoia starts happening, when you think the TVs are talking to you. Like everything that people say, you have to decode. Everything is a riddle. And that's why people in psychosis say things that make perfect sense to them and their storyline in their head, but make no sense to anybody else. I thought my dad was secretly the president. I thought that I was the most wanted person in America, that everybody knew who I was, and everyone was staring at me when I went out in public. I was getting on Twitter every day doing my little nonsense. At one point, I thought my high school boyfriend was proposing to me. We had already broken up. And I was messaging people on Facebook, really cryptic things. It came to the point where my parents said, Laura, you know, you're going to college in 2 days. And I said, I am? And that's when they knew that they had to take me to the hospital. So instead of starting my freshman year of college at Clemson, I was in a hospital bed in the emergency room and then moved to a psychiatric facility for, I think, like 10 days. And I was still heavily in the episode when I was in that facility. When I finally came out of it, I was so embarrassed, you guys. Like, just the way that I had completely acted a fool in public. And now I can look back and see things for what they were and say, like, okay, well, that was the illness. Like, that wasn't me. It was all out of character. But the embarrassment, it lingers. And there's still, when I see certain people on, like, I don't know, Facebook now, I cringe. And I just don't like to think about that time. I said at the beginning of this video that psychosis can destroy lives, and that's true. But I decided to rebuild mine. And I have an amazing life. I remember thinking at the time, who is going to love me? Like, everyone thinks I'm crazy. I ended up meeting my husband 3 years later, and we had no mutual friends. And he loved me, even after hearing everything that I had gone through and about my diagnosis. I feel like I'm in a unique situation to talk about my mental illness because I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm a content creator. Not everybody
I
has
bet
the
you are a
luxury
stay-at-home mom.
to
You're over here thinking
share
that
this with the
your
world.
dad is
If
the
you or
president and
someone you
shit.
love has gone through psychosis, I am so sorry. It is truly one of the scariest things in the world, and I understand you so well. I just want you to know that things can get better.
The craziest things I did while in psychosis. Started off super strong with number 1. I masturbated in prayer. I believe I was married to God and I was God's wife. I believe I was a goddess. Something like
Wait. She said she did what?
She said she masturbated in prayer.
Cast
Wait,
your ads from
what?
Amazon to anywhere.
Masturbated in prayer? What does that mean? I don't understand.
She said she did what? Okay, this is a no judgment zone, a no judgment
What do you mean by that?
episode. But she said she did what?
the craziest things I did while in psychosis. Started off super strong with number 1. I masturbated in prayer. I believe I was married to God and I was God's wife.
What do you mean by
I believe
that?
I was a goddess, something like Oshun or one of those African goddesses.
Judgment
I
free.
believed that I was like nature and light and like just super beautiful. You get the vibe. And I masturbated in prayer. Number 2. I quit my job because I believed.
Of course, we're gonna give her the grace to say that that's not something that she would naturally do. So we're not gonna judge her for that. Let's just highlight how much a psychosis can put you in a different state of mind. On first glance, I did not understand that. Now, I mean, you're probably sitting there in oblivion as well as you listen to this. But this is also why you got to give people grace, because you never know what people are battling in their heads. Like, people are really seeing things and experiencing things in a different way than you're experiencing them. Somebody didn't get them checked as a child or some type of trauma they experienced. You never really know what somebody else is going through and what got them to do what you're seeing them do right now. So while you're sitting there saying, oh, they're crazy, what is wrong with you? In their heads, for whatever reason, is making them do said thing. And I think that is a perfect example of the average person not being able to understand what somebody is going through in a
My
psychosis.
manager thought that he was my master and I was his slave. My manager never said this, but my manager is white and I'm obviously black. So I just came to this conclusion. I was just in my head thinking about it one day at work in the middle of psychosis, and my thoughts went from one to another. And I just quit my job and I yelled at him. I made a big deal. I threw food all over the place. I threw food at customers. I did a bad job that day. Yeah. Number 3. I got back with my abusive ex-boyfriend. Now, this man used to fucking do jujitsu leg locks on me, like a snake wrapped around their prey. One time we were in a taxi cab, and I had to call the taxi cab away from him, and the cab pulled up, and he was in the taxi cab waiting for me. And he fucking put me in a leg lock in the back of a taxi cab, and the taxi driver did fucking nothing, just sat there and watched me in a fucking leg lock. Like a fucking snake.
Is that real?
Like a fucking prey on his... Come on, Kanye, say it correctly. Like snake with their prey. There we go. Number 4. I believed a rich white man was going to find me and marry me because I was so beautiful. I was going to be his chocolate milk dud. That never happened, obviously. But I would get dressed up, super cute, super fresh, take nice long showers, do my hair super nice, and my nails done, go outside in hopes of finding that rich white man to take me away from my poverty life. Number 5. I gave away all my clothes, all my sneakers, all my furniture, my social security card, my ID, my laptop, my phone, to Salvation Army. I packed up all my stuff in black
This don't sound like I got nothing to do with weed. It just sounds like the bitch is crazy.
I thought that a rich white
Or
man
am I
would come
tripping?
and marry me. I need all my belongings. I need like to pack the least amount of stuff possible because we're gonna move into his house. He's gonna buy me new things, so I just threw everything away. Number 6. I believe that my soulmate, which I had not met yet, I believe I can feel his presence. So you know when somebody passes away and like their presence is with you? I believe that my future soulmate presence was with me in my room and that he was watching me and observing me. So I would act as such. I don't want to get into details what I was doing, but I was doing some freaky stuff in that room. Like, anyways, I just believe that
Yeah, shawty, you just weird.
his presence was with me in the room.
You just weird.
Crazy, right?
Ain't got shit to do with no weed.
I
Ain't got shit to do with no weed.
I bought point shoes, dresses, skirts, t-shirts, the whole 9 yards. I even signed up for a fucking Nutcracker and auditioned. I believed I was a fucking ballerina, and in my past life, I believed that. Even though I never danced and did ballet a day in my motherfucking life. I've been here for 24 years and never fucking did ballet once. But in Psychosis, I believe I was a full-blown ballerina. Those are the craziest things I did while in fucking Psychosis. I love y'all.
That was very interesting. That was very interesting, very eye-opening, very well explained. So I looked up some of the symptoms of having a weed psychosis, and this is what ChatGPT gave me. Hearing or seeing things that aren't there. Extreme paranoia. They're out to get me. Disorganized thoughts, racing mind. Detachment from reality or self. Derealization. I'm actually going to make a whole video about derealization one day. But these are some of the symptoms. And if you're doing this, imagine if you're putting your brain through this every single day and your brain is just taking a hit. You're going further and further from who you actually are or who you originally were. While you think I'm just getting high, you're slowly disassociating from reality, even when you're sober.
And I feel scared. It's for real. This is for real stuff. It's raw. Yeah, Jake will come to me, but I also believe that God will come to me. I also believe that God will come to me. I will talk to you when I'm ready to talk to you because I have been through shit and you don't fucking tell me when I get to talk to you. But like, I also am scared. So when I see them, this is what I'll do one last fucking. You are great! And you will always be fucking great! Oh, bitch, we watched Muhammad Ali and I learned about that shit. I feel scared that they're gonna kill me, but we trust in God that this is going to be okay.
This is sad.
Things are shaking because we have to go. But there's a greater purpose. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary, okay? My mom? Wow. Okay. I'm not lumping, but whatever. So.
The fuck? Again.
Depending on the mood and occasion.
I don't think those last two situations had anything to do with weed. I just think that them motherfuckers was crazy. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I just think, they just crazy. They was crazy before. I find it insane that most of these situations are women.
This is so sad because as I watch this, all I can think of is people will really label this person as crazy, as nuts. It's like, I can only imagine how many people are in the prison because of a drug-induced psychosis, told them to do something. Nobody was able to explain that to them. This is why awareness is so important, bro.
I've been in psychosis for 6 months, and I'm telling you right now, it is not a joke. If you don't know what
psychosis is, extremely scary for the person who's going through it. The hallmark of a psychotic experience is that this person does not recognize what's real and what's fake. So oftentimes, one of the biggest presenting factors is paranoia. If you're around somebody who's experiencing psychosis, there's 3 things you gotta do. 1, explain to them and reassure them that they're safe. 2, do not argue with them about their paranoia. This is totally unhelpful and it will only inflame the situation. Number 3, call EMS, call the police, call 911. When people are psychotic or manic, this is an extremely unsafe scenario. The overwhelming majority of the time, they're not out to harm other people. but they're very confused, so they could either intentionally or unintentionally harm themselves. When dealing with this situation, your number one concern is safety always.
So why did I make this video? Did I make this video because I want to scare everybody that smokes weed? No, I just want you guys to be aware.
I mean,
of the
literally nobody up
It's
there
not
besides
just
that
getting
the
high
second dude
and
said
good
something about
laughs and
weed.
good jokes, or the feeling of
All the
you
rest
don't
of these
care
folks
for a
was
minute.
just
No, there's other
weird as
possibilities
shit.
that could come from smoking weed. And I actually know somebody that has recently went through this, which is why I know about it. So if you have a family member that smokes, please send them this video. If you have a friend that you care about, please send them this video, just for awareness purposes, because we need to know the good and the bad of every decision that we make. Everything is not just sunshines and rainbows. And this will give you an opportunity to ask yourself, is the good really worth the possibility of this bad? So anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Like I always say in my videos, if you want to make some side hustle money just playing some games on your phone, just click the link in the description below or in the comments below. Try it out for yourself. All you got to do is just sign up. It will show you a list of games. It'll also tell you how much money you can make playing each game. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you, like I always say. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and also hit that hype button and turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff, man. Until next time, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I'm over here thinking that this is about to be about weed psychosis, and it was just about regular folks being psychotic and having a BPD.
It furthers the CCP's goals to have as much cheap, crappy, poisoned pot as possible.
Like, literally, that entire video was about people having BPD, and then one person had an issue where they thought that they was going psychotic because they were high. Like, the rest of that video was just literally just people having BPD episodes. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't see a problem with folks having bipolar disorder issues or psychosis of some sort. But like, to just drop it in weed's lap because you had one slightly related video to weed psychosis, that was a reach. That was a reach. That was a hard reach. Hand check like a motherfucker. Hard handshake.
Possible on the streets, as widely available as possible. So instead of being, fit and patriotic and ready to join the military, you're sitting on your couch smoking poison pot all day playing Xbox.
Is this a business that they've generated to procure more real estate in the United States? Or are they poisoning the marijuana? Or, it could be anything. China has so many angles on us.
Yes, and yes.
What am I missing?
So the cannabis that they're producing, more often than not, has pesticides on it, banned substances. There are 13 or 14 different pesticides that have been identified at Chinese grows in California that are prohibited for use in the United States on anything.
And these are indoor?
They are indoor grows. In the Siskiyou forest in Northern California, they have what are called hoop houses. We can find the YouTube video of some people who have flown drones over them, but they're like city-size areas where they put up these hoop houses, which are greenhouses, and they'll grow marijuana in there, and then they'll set up a
Doesn't make any sense still.
like a 55-gallon drum, and they'll fill it with sawdust, which is a mixture of all of these different herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides, many of which have been imported from China and have no legal use in the U.S., and they'll put a wick in them and burn them. And the smoke fills the hoop house and coats the marijuana and ensures that you don't have any product loss to mold. because that's a big problem with growing marijuana is the heat, humidity. You're going to get mold. You're going to lose your marijuana. So this is like dropping off, Agent Orange or a nuclear bomb that's going to kill everything except for your marijuana. And they're doing this at a smaller level in houses in Maine as well, where they'll cut half a beer can, take these very same Mylar bags that they're finding in California. They'll find them in Maine. They'll dump them into a beer can. They'll burn them, and they smoke the whole house so that they don't get any mildew or mites or whatever pest on their marijuana plants. And that marijuana is then later consumed along with whatever crazy Chinese pesticides have been applied to it, because there's not a lot of testing on it. And if it's exported across state lines, that's inherently illegal. So whoever takes custody of it after that, whoever sells it after that, they're already breaking the law. And there's not really going to be any recourse for a consumer who finds out that they bought illegal weed in a state where it's prohibited, and later they find out that it's got pesticides in it or something. They're probably never going to know. And this stuff has spread so far throughout smoke shops and head shops in the United States that we don't really know where it's being grown.
That's
You
why
can't
I buy
possibly
my
know
weed from
where it's being
dealers.
grown. The supply chain is so distributed. So the first thing I would say is, yes, it furthers the CCP's goals to have as much cheap, crappy, poisoned pot as possible on the streets, as widely available as possible. So instead of being, fit and, patriotic and ready to join the military, you're sitting on your couch smoking poison pot all day, playing Xbox. Like, you can see how that furthers the CCP's goal. But they also have established a network that is multimodal, in that some of these products are distributed in the form of vape cartridges. So they're just they're like nicotine vapes or traditional cannabis vapes, where it's just a little canister that's got some oil in it. And that's the extracted, refined 99% THC version of the product. You create that by stuffing a metal tube or a glass tube full of cannabis leaf or cannabis bud, and you blow butane gas or some other kind of gas through it, and all of the oils dissolve out into that gas, including the pesticides and fungicides, by the way. Out the bottom comes the pure THC, which is then used for gummies, vapes, whatever kind of product. But the end result is that you've got these little teeny weeny canisters that you can sell at hemp shops, head shops, wherever, all over the United States. And people are going to pay to have them distributed. People are going to pay to buy them, and they're going to put them up to their mouths, and they're going to suck on them because they think they're going to get high.
Right.
And if you were a planner for the Chinese military and you wanted to do something bad to the United States, what better network for the distribution of a chemical or biological weapon than a network that's going to self-distribute these little vials, millions of them, to 10,000 different little tobacco shops and head shops all across the United States, and people are going to suck it directly into their lungs. So there's a lot of hypotheticals and potentials there, but it certainly exists, and that's the network that they've built. And in the meantime, they're accruing hundreds of billions of dollars to do whatever they want with, to support human trafficking, to support bringing things across the border, to support buying up properties in New Hampshire, to support buying up real estate next to military bases.
I don't know. I think I'm about to skip this video because this motherfucker ain't really talking about shit worth listening to either. He just saying shit. He just saying a bunch of shit. Sound like he's just saying a bunch of trigger words.
Are the Chinese involved in the hemp stuff too?
Yes.
They are.
Yes. It's really all one, I guess one system or one network. There's not a lot of differentiation between the hemp and the cannabis. There's cannabis that's being passed off as hemp. There's hemp that's being passed off as cannabis. And once they're they call it blowing it out. So once you take, in Oklahoma, you can grow a huge field of hemp legally, harvest it, and you blow it out by putting the plant biomass into a canister, passing the gas through it to do gas extraction. And then the end result is all of this oil. And there's a couple of different cannabinoids that are in that oil. With hemp, the most prominent one is CBD, and you can convert that CBD into THC. They call those products conversion products. And then that THC is indiscernible from the THC that you would get from growing cannabis at, a flop house in Dexter, Maine. So they're basically the same thing, but our politicians and our regulatory system treats them like they're completely different. Like Representative Comer just the other day put out a statement about the value of the hemp industry and how important hemp farmers are the backbone of America. And, I'm sure that there are a couple of guys who are growing hemp in an honest way to use it for industrial products, but the most of the hemp is being used for consumable hemp products.
How long ago was it that you found out about the 270 homes that the Chinese are using in Maine?
That was in 2022.
How many are there now?
Probably 500.
500?
Maybe more.
More than that. So it's over.
Yeah. And it's not just houses where they're growing marijuana. We found boarding houses, places that are set up for, a large number of guys to eat, sleep, and shit in between cycles, going out to tend to the marijuana plants.
That was in 2022?
Yeah.
Or 2022, you found 270 homes. Now there's
Yeah, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. Cause they ain't really saying nothing. He acting like this is some kind of expose, and they ain't really saying no information about nothing, man. What we doing? We just up here talking about some shit ain't got nothing to do with shit, right?
Other people out on dates is kind of like old school.
Now, if you walk up and she doesn't feel the vibe, you're gonna get blasted all over social media.
Nobody is trying to join that catastrophe of a family that you're a part of.
As women out on dates are looked at as the lame men. They looked at as corny.
Months alone, I created 4 different applications in 2 different.
Low-income earning men, so they feel like it's appropriate to live off of women.
They'll say that they want a good man, but the moment he doesn't check her unrealistic box, they start nitpicking what he's not.
Talk to him.
The older I get, the more I realize that an ascetic lifestyle, aside from being one of the most potent ways to devote your life to honoring the holy mystery, it really just is logical. Like, participate in this tomfoolery? I think not.
Guys don't approach women like they used to. Claiming that men asking women out in person is almost non-existent today. She called it old school, right? And here's the thing. It is old school. This is the one thing that I don't like about girls. Y'all be having amnesia. I refuse to be gaslit because women made such a big deal about men approaching them and would label them as creeps, and y'all would say how much you hate us. The reason why it feels old school is because back then, the worst that she could say is no. Now, if you walk up and she doesn't feel the vibe, you're gonna get blasted all over social media. You may be recorded without your consent. There might be a TikTok story time about you, or you might just get clowned in a group chat.
Right.
Back then, things were so much more simple. You could take a girl out on a coffee date. You could go for a walk in the park. Y'all could link during both of y'all's lunch break. Y'all were just happy to be around each other's presence. Just go on this app and look up the words coffee date. It's gonna prove my point. On a first date, I don't even know who you are. You want me to take you out somewhere crazy. In this economy, yeah, right. How you gonna say you want one thing, and then we listen to what y'all say, and then y'all get mad and then want us to do the thing that we were doing in the first place that y'all were judging us for? Make it make sense. How about you ask us on a date? Oh, let me guess. That's sassy, huh? Other than that, though, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious.
It's funny that she's talking about this. Like, I'm listening to her. She's saying men don't ask ladies out on dates anymore. I guess she's feeling the same effects that they all are going through, right? What is she? An actor, rich parents, raising the kids like animals, right? But
Raising the
what is
kids
she?
like
What is she
animals is
still?
crazy.
She is a female, somewhat of a female. And what does she still want? To be approached. And she's very young, 20 years old. But I have to say this, when she's not smoking weed and looking like a mess, she actually can be very hot, right? Look at the picture right there in the background behind the guy's head with the 83 on. When she has it on and puts it on, she's doing it. But what are most men saying? Your money, we don't care about it. You look good, but why? Why would a man give you everything when your attitude shows that you deserve nothing? And not money, meaning all of his attention, anything, time. A man doesn't want to give it. Let's move on.
Here's without. With everything I added from co-producer.
First thing, let it listen to the track.
So I'll select D minor here in co-producer.
Funky electric organ. And based off your audio, it's going to give you samples that fit perfectly.
That bitch cockeyed than a motherfucker.
Internet and just says anything. She said, are people not going up to strangers asking girls to go on dates? Is that old school tradition done with? For you, Willow Smith, it is. Nobody is trying to join that catastrophe of a family that you're a part of.
We agree.
Just to be in the presence of Willow Smith, I would need some holy water and a cross. Everybody sees how you guys do these red table talks and just destroy men. And your mom is the ringleader. You are a product of your mother, Jada. If I was to ask Willow Smith on a date, I would have to look in the mirror and say, I really don't like myself. And I don't give a damn about my future. I remember when Jaden was over there saying, why are kids always trying to play all day? I'm trying to talk about the economy. Mother, you 12. Like, damn, what type of breeding is going on over there? I could just imagine a date with Willow
Yeah, you letting them motherfuckers free learn. That's what it is.
and men ain't.
You letting their mind wander and then you're giving them information prematurely. Or instead they could just been like, you know what, that ain't got nothing to do with you right now.
My mom misses you. Just slapping your daddy all in the face. If you don't respect your dad, I know you're not going to respect the man that you're dating. And that's Big Willie. I guarantee that any man who is dating Willow Smith for a year is checking into that same hospital that Kanye West was in. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody's trying to date somebody where after the breakup, you got to hear about how bad your stroke game is on a red table talk.
That's exactly what will happen. That's what she's faced with. And I thought about it too. When she was bashing her father, even on a red table talk, now I don't think she was on that one, but still, she saw it. Now, you got to understand, she's being subject to these things.
Man, she was born in like 2004 or something. And she talking about she was on the episode right after her mom was talking crazy about entanglements and shit, talking about I miss Tupac. I miss Tupac. Bitch, you ain't never even met Tupac. Matter of fact, you 8 years too young to even listened to a Tupac song. Tupac ain't had no new hits in 2004. His last album was in 2001. I miss Tupac. So if you dating her, man, you run the risk of her saying that, shit, who the fuck died in 2004? I don't know. I was in a relationship with Michael Jackson, and I miss him because he's no longer with us, and you got to deal with that. This is part of that psychosis shit. People are having all these various forms of mental instabilities, and they're trying to blame it on all these different random, imaginary makeup words that all these psychologists are creating for random drugs that they want to sell off to try to make you feel like you're a little bit better than you normally would be if you just went out there and figured out what the fuck was wrong with you in the first place. That's what people's problem is. They're trying to find root words and words to try to justify whatever the hell they got going on in your mind instead of figuring out what the hell's going on in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She saw her mother be a nightmare to her father. So what is she going to do to you? This man made nothing but sense. And I think every man is paying attention to that. What she has to understand is that every man watches what's going on in Hollywood. So if a man is rich, which most likely is what you want, it's not going to happen. And I see women nowadays trying to say, oh, how could you bash a woman just because she can't get a rich man? No, men are not trying to bash you at all. But that's the big argument. Watch this. Take a look at this.
Communication evolves with time and culture, and right now a new form of visual storytelling is taking over the workplace, led mostly by Gen Zers who have grown
when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes. Yeah, because of gender rules. Yes, yes. People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, and then, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares. No one cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that? Yes. That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Kiki don't need: money.
No, I think it's a double standard because we each need different things from each other. And women like to be able to go to their man for him to provide things. It can be financially, physically, but usually primarily financially. And by financially, it doesn't have to necessarily be everything, but something. You know, they like to be with a guy that they feel like makes more money than them, maybe has more than they do. It makes them feel small and feminine. So if you make $50,000 a year,
it makes you feel small and feminine. Okay.
That's reasonable. That can be fair. The problem is when you want these egregious, unrealistic things that don't make sense. If you're making $50,000 a year, why do you want a man that makes $1 million? And you're usually never going to be in the same environments as those men unless you're some high-ticket bottle girl or at a club somewhere. And even then, it's like he's not looking to take on your issues of you being so severely broke. Now, men don't really care about how much money women make.
He's not going to the club.
The same thing. A man is not with you because of how much money you make. I think it was definitely really unique how she said, you should seek out a man to service you in the way that you need to be serviced. Because if you're a woman who's a mechanic, it's like you're not looking for a man to fix your car. You're just not, because that's a skill set that you already have. But maybe you are looking for a man to fix other things. Maybe you're a woman that doesn't really like cooking that much, or you're not really that good at it, and you prefer a man who is. Because there are men who like to cook and they're really good at it, and that's something they're passionate about. Maybe he doesn't mind that you're a girl that likes working on cars because, well, that's one thing I have to do. And that's just your dynamic. So they're going to look at it and they're going to feel however they want to feel about it. As long as y'all are happy and it's a healthy, stable relationship interaction, it doesn't matter what strangers on the internet think or even people that you know personally. But she's right. Like, men aren't going to be super picky when it comes to women financially because we're not looking for them to provide for us.
Exactly. We're not looking for that.
And so as women go up this ladder economically, there are less men at the top who they have access to. And those men at the top have both the women at their level and below at their disposal. So that can be really difficult as well. But how do y'all feel about this? Leave it down in the comments below.
Yeah, and a rich man is looking for someone who's going to get on his program. They can bring up whatever story they want to bring up. And you ladies that are rich, like you, Kiki Palmer, a lot of times you have to get the bums because a man that's on your level wouldn't dare. Keep it honest. We don't care. You care.
Okay. There we go. There we go. We back. Woo. I don't know what happened. Something just went awry.
Gentlemen, Willow Smith said that men no longer ask women out.
I don't even know what's going on with this part.
You know, they don't approach women and ask women out on dates no more, which is like very interesting for her to say because I don't know what Willow Smith like 20 something,
Like,
early 20s.
Early.
When men were asking women out on dates, she was not dating age.
Exactly.
But she does have a point. A lot of men don't ask women out on dates. Now, I'm not in the dating pool. I'm married. I'm out the game. But I keep my ear to the street, and I hear a lot of things. There's a couple of reasons why men don't ask women out on dates anymore like that. Is because a lot of times when you approach a woman, you know, nobody wants to get blamed for anything. We've been in the middle of this Me Too movement for a minute.
Right.
And it rises and falls, and nobody wants to get caught in the high tide. You understand what I'm saying? You know, some men are like, no, I ain't trying to go to jail. I don't want nobody to say anything. I'm harassing them. I'm going to go in this damn store. I'm going to get some bread, some eggs.
Get
some
the
bacon,
hell on.
I'm going to get the hell out of here. I don't care
Exactly.
what I see. If I see a woman that's fine, I'm just going to look at her, mind my business, and go on back to the house. If you don't already like me, I don't like you. That's how a lot of men think because nobody wants to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is, a lot of time when you approach a woman, you know, nowadays, hey, it turns transactional very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Very quickly. And the men that walk up and ask women out on dates as a gentleman are looked at as the lame men. They looked at as corny. If you just walk right up to a woman and say, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I think you're very beautiful. And I was wondering before I left, is there a way could I get in contact with you? I'd love to take you out on a date and get to know you. You're not going to get a, oh, no, thank you, or oh, sure, that's fine. You're going to get, oh, boy, you lame as hell. Where you come from? You can't be from the hood like that. Hell no, ain't no way, third, square, lame, get up out of here. Yeah, that's what you going to get. If you ain't got no bodies, if you ain't never caught a body, I'm not going nowhere. That's what you get. Anyway, my stand-up special, anybody want to tell me, is on Tubi right now. And I'm on tour. Go to shoewithking.com.
Am I just delusional, or people asking other people out on dates is kind of like old school?
Those days are over.
Excuse me. I don't even remember the last time someone was like, hey, would you want to go on a date with me? Like,
because ain't nobody asking you.
Explicitly ask someone out on a date and use those specific words, especially someone that you don't really know that well. What? Like, that's like a different kind of thing. Like, would you want to go out on a date with me? Like, when was the last time someone asked you that?
People don't court anymore. But let's be honest about why. A lot of women walk around these days with this attitude, like men gotta come already packaged with the sixes, you know, 6 figures, 6 feet, and you know the rest. And because of that, some women aren't even pleasant anymore. They'll say that they want a good man, but the moment he doesn't check her unrealistic box, they start nitpicking what he's not. So now you have men that don't even want to approach a woman. And it's not because they don't know how. They're tired of being judged before they get the chance to show you who they are. And that's wild because people used to date to get to know each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like everybody's competing to see who can meet this impossible checklist.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship.
Not this chick.
Niggas so dense. Y'all forgot funny existed.
Y'all niggas like molasses. Slow.
What is going on?
Also sweet though. Be sweet too. Yeah. But it was funny.
Yeah. I didn't know it was this bad. She's trying to be funny. As she said, funny. You like molasses? What are you talking about?
Shit.
He looks like the ultimate weed head. She's high right now. And I gotta say this. You're being young. I know, like you said, funny. You're having fun, right? But a lot of times, even a man that's like 25, that's who's gonna be your target range, right? You think the men that are around that age, that are of your caliber or even under, like Keke Palmer said,
are checking for that shit. Everybody checking for that shit.
Still,
right.
What are you gonna get, a model? Yeah, you and your model, right? Still, he'll get with you because he's a gold digger too. There's gold digger men out there.
Yeah,
that's what she qualifies for.
Oh, yeah.
But the man you want,
I'm a gold digger, man.
Want you? She's facing it. I got all this money and no man. She doesn't know it because when they're young and having fun, as she said, funny, right? She's gonna hit 30.
Where did all the good men go?
And she's gonna feel it. That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna hit her like a ton of bricks.
She's going to feel it. She doesn't see it now, but she's gonna be like these other Hollywood actors, these black Hollywood actors.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Nothing. She'll see. Let's take a look. She needs to follow what Jaden Smith is doing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. It's an ugly situation. Because, like, where are you going to go from here?
In a restaurant and is going to give free meals to the homeless. And this comes after he launched his own food truck in 2019 with the same exact concept. And that concept was Jaden Smith wanted to deliver free vegan meals to the homeless throughout Los Angeles. And the concept of the I Love You food truck has been a massive success since launching, where they've served over 35,000 people in Los Angeles. Which this is a story a lot of people need to hear because people wrongfully judge Jaden Smith all the time. They make fun of him for the way he looks all the time. They criticize him all the time for his time as a child actor, saying he wasn't very good at it despite the fact it wasn't even his choice. And they constantly make rude comparisons to his father, saying how could Will Smith have a son like Jaden? And the public has been undeniably cruel to Jaden Smith for years just for trying to be himself. People every day now get food and healthy food because of Jaden Smith and the actions he's taken. So people can judge him all they want, but at the end of the day, he's 22 years old and has done more to feed people than most people do in their entire lives.
What you say? He's a transformer? Really? Take a look at his newer video? All right, let me check that out.
This is Jaden Smith, okay? This is not
Twigs.
Okay, this is Jaden.
Sorry I'm late. I was taking in a harmonious moment between a serene butterfly and an unruffled caterpillar.
Smith reads, Jaden Smith expresses his unique flair for fashion. And I just gotta say, heavy on the flair. Heavy on the flair, Sister Pop. Fashion girly with flair myself, as you can see on my nail polish. I just want to say, oh, cute. Everyone just wants to be creative these days. Everybody's creative. Everybody. I mean, the hair color.
Now you see what's happening, right? Jaden Smith, this is the attention he wants. He's a target. The gay dude, see the hair color? You got a job, man. Don't do something and end up in jail. You know that how they have those humiliation rituals in Hollywood? Please, don't end up there. That's not a place you want to be. Because you end up there, they may make you wear those dresses for real. Seriously. It's no joke in there. Well, you have a guy like this in there laughing at you. Take a look.
color. It's like purple for Pervana Vivids, you know? It's like slay girl, like oh my god. And then you had a like
It's
pair
clearly
this like little mesh top, and I love the
like the
legs out, like
clothes
a
might
little
actually
kilt,
be
like
legit real, but like the face you can tell is like
the elephant in the room.
photoshopped like a
Flair,
motherfucker.
okay? No matter as long as you show up
They
to
didn't even
Fashion
change
Week
the
with
color of their hair, they
with
just
a
changed
bag
the hue.
that's a Louis that looks like a house, girl, this is gonna be fashion and flair. It's never gonna be the obvious.
What kind of weird as fucking laugh is that?
What shade is that, sister? Like, where'd you get that? I'm asking for a friend. I'm the friend.
Damn, Jaden. You got the gay dude welcoming you to the community. And I just thought that he had a little bit of a head on his shoulders, but I stand corrected, or I was corrected. Everything ain't as it seems, right?
I'm free to admit that I've never had a boyfriend and never been in a serious relationship. And when I first announced that, I kept getting all these hate comments from men saying, you need experience, you have to sleep around, you know, when you get married, like, how do you know you're gonna be compatible with that person? Well, first off, I'm gonna listen to what God says, because he said to wait.
Yes. He said to wait. I hope you really mean it. She's 28 years old, and she's spreading a message
to where they're saying that she needs
as
to
you see
be
the Smith kids, they're getting
sleeping around. Why are you listening to people anyway?
I'm with the isms, but she is
with
preaching
the
a
isms.
message that
It's
needs to be heard,
hilarious.
that most ladies need to hear. I'm saving myself. I'm not going to end up a baby mom chasing a man's satisfaction. Preach.
He said, do not fornicate. So this whole experience thing you're talking about, if that was important, God would have said, sleep around with 25 people before you get married so you have all that great experience. No, he actually said the polar opposite. So why would I listen to you over what God says? God cares about me and cares about my body, cares about my life. You don't. You just want what you want now. It's your flesh talking, okay? So ladies, I want to encourage us to not be swayed by what the world says that you're missing out on, that you need to have, because that is not experience. That is just baggage that you don't need to carry into a marriage. Choose Christ over culture, because the culture changes, but God's word doesn't.
Ooh, and she's so right. Because when you've had body after body, you guys know. You already know. I don't need to explain it to you. You understand what happens to these ladies. It's not going to happen to her. And I can see it in her eyes. She's wide-eyed, bushy-tailed. Look at her like, hi, I'm your next wife. Like, you know how they did wide-eyed, bushy-tailed cartoons? Like, I believe in Christ. I'm your next wife. Like, she look like, right? Look at that face. Like, she'd be smiling. Every man needs that. Every man needs a.
Style starts with the details. The difference between mid and next level, a real gold chain that
Let's get on to the next one.
I'm a 30-year-old single black female prioritizing gut health and protein intake. I can squat 250. I've written 2 books and speak 3 different languages. In the last 6 months alone, I've created 4 different applications and 2 different
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Programs across the iOS platform. Not to mention, I started diversifying my financial portfolio at 23.
Look, man, like ladies, I mean, we done tried to tell y'all, but I'm not gonna say the obvious. But close your eyes and pretend the voice that you hearing that just gave that description had a couple of and just pretend it was some octaves lower than that pitch. Like, would you be turned off by that if that was a man describing himself? If you asked him, you know, like, what? Tell me about yourself, and that's what he
said. Exactly.
Like, would you be attracted to that description from that man? No, you wouldn't.
Fuck no.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, men don't care about degrees, blah blah," because men do care about this stuff. It's just not the only thing. And then these women, these types,
That's
make
the
it their
last thing we
entire
care about, honestly.
personality. And like I've said a million times before, y'all don't like men who do this, who make money, who make their stock portfolio, who make their careers, who make their cars, or whatever the case may be. The fact that they might play a sport, like, y'all don't like men who make that their entire personalities, right? So why the would men like a woman that make those types of things, accomplishments, money, whatever, their entire personalities? All these think pieces, blah, like, it's literally that simple. And y'all understand this, because when it's a man doing the same exact thing, you're turned off. You guys like to say, oh, he just sounds like he's overcompensating for something, right? She's trying to convince herself why
He's
she's not
leading
in
with
a
his wallet.
relationship.
He's
But
leading
hey,
with
man,
his
she became the man
accomplishments.
she always
He's
wanted.
only what his accomplishments are.
Emotional damage. Sure did. And the same thing. She goes hand in hand with Willow Smith. Because what does she exemplify? I got all this money and no man. I got it all. I can do everything. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything greater than you. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. That's her, right? Who wants to hear that? All the man wants to hear is the simple things. Seriously, my lady does a lot. But you know what she's doing right now? She's chefing up some food. I wish I could turn the camera around. It would ruin the video, but you'll see her over there cooking. You think you can hear the sound of you chopping up food in the mic?
Why is it loud?
No, I want the people to hear it, but anyway, she's doing it as I was proving my point, right? The simple things, keep it simple. I always say that. If anybody ever had a consultation with me, what do I say all the time?
Consultation.
I use what? The KISS method. She wanted to bang the knife. And what is the KISS? No, that's fine. I wanted people to hear at that point. But you know what the KISS method is? Keep it simple, stupid. And what that means, keep it simple for men, not because we're stupid, because we're plain. It's deep, but it's not really that deep. It's just the truth. All we're telling you is the truth.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So while we still getting asked what you bring to the table, inquiring about 50-50, meaning that men are coming to us thinking that we supposed to go half with them, being in roommate situations with them. Jeff Bezos just married his alleged side chick in a $50 million wedding. I mean, this is a man who can have any woman he wants. He can buy her. He married a 55-year-old woman, a divorcee with 3 kids. I mean, they got engaged in 2023, and from what I'm being told is that, you know, she was not happy with the prenuptial agreement. So I guess eventually, you know, she went on and signed it, and they got married. But either way it goes, you got men on here that's saying that women over 40, they spoil goods and nobody wants them, this and that. This is a 1%er who married a 55-year-old woman with 3 kids that are not his. But you got low-income earning men want to ask you what you bring to the table. It's not about...
You conflating 2 different issues. He's a 1%er. So he's beyond a 1%er. He makes $2 million a day or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, isn't he estimated at like $300 billion at this point? So there is nothing that she can bring to the table that will be adequate besides her as a person. She probably has the best fucking personality. When broke niggas in my money demographic are asking what you bring to the table. They're not asking you what kind of money are you bringing, what finances are you going to bring to help me out. No, we're asking, are you bringing personality? Are you bringing clarity? Are you bringing cleanliness? Are you bringing fucking structure or scheduling? Are you bringing something? Because you're going to ask us to create a lifestyle in which you feel on par or equal to Jeff Bezos' wife, right? You want to be a stay-at-home mom. You want to bring all these kids and gang into the building. You want to have the Brady Bunch lifestyle from a dude that ain't even barely making $50,000. Bezos is way over there. He can make whatever decisions he want to make because ain't nothing in the world that you can do as a woman that's going to add or take away from him. I'm dropping shit. There's nothing that you as a woman can do to bring or take away from him. He literally divorced his ex-wife and she's now the richest woman in the world. Just from the divorce. You're conflating two different issues and making it seem like they're both chocolate chip cookies. They're not. One is a chocolate chip cookie and the other one is a fucking hockey puck. Okay? I don't really want to hear anything you got to say anyways because you got this fake ass rainbow Daytona on. And I know it's fake. But I'm going to let you ride.
Being good
Rainbow
enough
Daytona,
or not
fake as a
having
motherfucker.
enough. It's the fact that these men are comfortable with living off of women.
You can't make this up.
Like, what?
It don't matter how old you are. You can put in like women over 40, nobody want them, this and that. With all that Kevin Samuels crap. But what it really truly is that these men have no money. They have no income. They low income earning men. So they feel
Hit dog holler. If you have nothing to bring to the table, then there's nothing. Then that's why you're angry when people ask what you have to bring to the table. If I got something to bring to the table, or if I'm going to a bar, if I got invited to a barbecue, and they say, "Hey man, just bring something, anything, but just let me know what you bring, so we make sure that we don't have double ups of the same thing." And I instantly get pissed off. That means I wasn't coming with shit in the first place, right? That's why y'all mad, because y'all ain't coming with nothing. If you was coming with something, you wouldn't have a problem answering the question. I mean, true enough, I don't know any men out there walking around asking bitches what they bring to the table anyways, but at the same time, like, if I call you up and say, "Hey man, I'm finna cook a dinner, man. We finna have all my homies here, man. It's gonna be like a Friendsgiving, except it ain't got no rhyme or reason. We just doing this just for the fuck of it. Just bring something. Just let me know what you're gonna bring. I can't just come by myself. I can't just come. Well, everybody bringing something. Well, why I can't just. So you just not gonna bring none? I don't even want to go. Well, there you go. Okay, you didn't want to come because you weren't gonna bring none because you broke it fucking couldn't bring none. There you go. Whatever. Like, who gets mad about somebody asking what? Well, if you want me to do all of this, what are you gonna be doing? Who gets mad about that besides somebody that ain't trying to do shit? That's the part that don't make no sense to me.
feel like it's appropriate to live off of women. But that's why a lot of them are depressed. If you're not living in your purpose as a man, and your purpose is to provide and protect.
No, it ain't.
If you can't do that, you
That ain't my purpose.
within your purpose as a masculine man.
My purpose ain't to provide and protect. My purpose is to follow whatever the hell God tells me I'm supposed to be doing. Purpose, my purpose is to be funny. Find a way to make this shit ride off into the sunset, make some bread off making people happy, making people laugh. Good look on that follow, whoever that was. I want to say it was on somebody on Kick. Good look on that follow. But yeah, I'm here to be funny. Now, if I can make some money off of that, A1 FBG thug up. Let's happen it. You know what I'm saying? But like, my purpose ain't to pick some downtrodden person up and put them under my wing and make sure that they fed and clothed and clean and feel like a pretty princess. That ain't my job. That ain't my job. I was put on this earth to be fruitful by any means necessary. And if I'm not out here producing kids, because I don't believe in kids out of wedlock, then I'm just gonna go out here and get all of this bread until I find a chick that's worth marrying to put a kid in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand where do people equate people's purposes with the ability to do for them? Where did that come from? And again, this fake ass Rainbow Daytona is pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Them ain't what Jay-Z saying in Imaginary Players. Them ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you did to that? The fuck?
I'm from Chicago. I live in Chicago.
I can tell.
And this is the city of fairy men. I promise you.
What?
You know that Pimp C song? You ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. These men live off of women here. Majority of the men who are dealing with women, they're manipulating them and using them for their
pissing
money.
me off, yo. This watch is pissing me off. Her watch is pissing me off. This is fake. It's fugazi as a motherfucker. And she out here talking money. She talking money with this fugazi ass fucking watch on. It's pissing me off, yo. I'm not even gonna flex.
She'll be my sugar mama.
Okay, they drive their car.
You could tell by the seats in the car. I mean, yeah, kudos. She got leather seats. That's usually not what you see with these people that's talking all this crazy ass big boy shit. But it looks like it's in a Fiat. She might be in a Buick. One of the new Buick SUVs, the ones that look like a Lambo truck, but it ain't. Like, I'm not understanding, son. I'm not understanding. That Daytona fake as shit, though.
They live in their cribs. I mean, men that I know personally have about 3 women that they pimping. Or they think they pimping. You know what I mean? Because either way it goes, he's not living a quality life for long. Think about it. Ask yourself, how many pimps or how many men who have manipulated and used women for money, how long did it last for them? There is no man that has successfully lived long term and retired and died wealthy off of the back of a woman. And do not say Stedman, because Stedman had his own bread, and we ain't even seen Stedman.
It's just sad. You brought up Jeff Bezos and tried to compare him to a regular guy. Let me tell you what's going on with Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is not paying attention to anything happening right now in the media at all, right? And to be honest with you, he got with a lady that has 3 kids. Now, that's a different situation. Why is that? Because they're old. What are those kids? 30? She's 55, right? 30? 25? 23? Maybe 18? He's not dealing with any kids. So she's not really a baby mama anymore. So the way she phrased that, it's like she's 55, right?
Baby.
And he got her to sign a prenup. What are you talking? Like, she explained that like we're 5-year-old kids. What are you talking about? I was gonna say Jeff Bezos took the sucker route, but he didn't, because the kids are grown. He didn't marry a baby mom with a bunch of kids. He's winning. She signed the prenup. He's winning. Shouts out to Jeff Bezos, and an L to her for bringing that up.
Hold the line.
Man, mean L. I'm talking about
Atlas AI voiceover feature allows you to turn your words into voices you never thought you had.
If y'all hit the lottery, y'all giving y'all girlfriends half?
We already talked about this. I told her no. I'm not saying she ain't gonna get shit for me, but half? Hell no. For example, I hit the lotto, let's just say for like 500 mil, and after taxes, they gonna tax the fuck out of
500 mil.
get like 180 million, some shit like that. You're not getting half of that shit. What I can do, I'm gonna give you 100 bands. I can do that. Let you be self-sufficient for the year because nigga, that's literally a year's pay. 100 bands, that's a good job. And to be completely honest, it's a test. Cause I want to see what you're gonna do with the money. You do some good deeds with it, like help your family out. I'm probably gonna give you more. You run through that money and you expect me to give you more just because of the simple fact that I'm your boyfriend.
I'm
you
your
got shit
dude,
fucked up. At
exactly.
that point, you're becoming an employee. Nigga, you're going to
Dead.
work. And before somebody say, "Oh, you're controlling,"
Dead.
first of all, I'm not controlling. I'm actually giving her some money off rip. I don't have to do that shit. Second of all, I'm literally just testing your morals. You will come
Dead.
into some money and then start acting dumb. So if I could be around somebody that's smart with their money, I'd rather give them more so I can invest in them more. You become a liability and just start spending money and shit, I'm putting you on an allowance, and that's already being done.
So y'all feel entitled to half a man's shit in divorce, and if he wins the lottery also, but y'all won't go 50-50 when a man on bills.
Get that French toast out of here.
Talk to him. Here we go. Weird as shit. I don't be understanding, man.
Boy Wrong back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys that I came across that I thought this woman made a very, very valid point. I know people are sick and tired of the 50-50 conversation, and to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. But this woman in particular made a valid point that I've even brought up myself, and I got some stats to back it up as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Black people in the most precarious economic position and the last group trying to share.
Right.
When other groups know that it's through sharing resources, it's through sharing responsibilities that they get into higher positions.
Right.
That they're more stable as a family. I cannot believe this 50-50 conversation. I cannot believe we have so many women that balk at the 50-50 conversation when you're the one that need it the most. You're the one that need to pull it together the most. The fact that ego and ignorance will be your demise is embarrassing.
Even with all them degrees that they brag about, they still sitting at the bottom when it comes to income. And the most evicted, even though y'all bragging about all these businesses and houses that y'all got. Now, I came across a post from Medium Man. Shout out to Medium Man, bro. I swear that brother deserves way more subs than he currently has. But he posted something that I thought was very,
I don't even know what
very
they talking about.
interesting, and
Usually I be knowing what they talking about.
I'm trying to bring attention to the
I don't know no
masses,
media,
especially
man.
black people, because I think, especially when it comes to black women, I don't think they understand that this is how a lot of other races build their wealth and resources. It isn't just coming, it just isn't dependent off of one man or one income for that matter. Let me show y'all this real quick. All right, you guys, so look at this here, man. In the United States,
I mean, there's anecdotal evidence. I went to a PWI. My roommate, before I moved out of the dorms, white dude, same exact birthday as me, which is crazy as hell. Shout out Jeff. He got married shortly after he graduated from college. You know what I'm saying? And I believe his fiance or wife or whatever it is. I can't remember actually if this is him or not. It could have been somebody else. But either way, wife will do this all the time. Somebody in her family had a home that was owned, outright owned. they gave it to them as a wedding gift. Now, with that being a wedding gift, you can do whatever you want to with it. You can sell it, go get your own house, live in it, and not have to do anything besides pay taxes, which is, I mean, in most places, I mean, literally most places, taxes is less than $500 a month. If you want to do it that way, probably $2,000, $3,000 in total, a quarter for, you know, a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already starting off in an advantage situation. You have the lowest paying housing that you could possibly ever get. You're leaving out of college. You're going to be married. You have a dual income because both of them graduated college. You got a dual income with the diplomas. So you on average, you're going to get around 50 to 60 off the rip with $500 overhead as far as your living expenses go, minus whatever traveling expenses or actual living livelihood that you have to worry about. Your housing is usually the most expensive thing that you have to worry about. And they already got that established. You know what I'm saying? So whether or not you know, going, like I said, you could sell that, go get the home that you really want, or you could stay in there and just live kind of scot-free, quote unquote. Black folks, as soon as you hit 18, going to college or not, everybody got to have their own crib. Everybody got to have their own car. Everybody got to have their own cell phones and da 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 da. Why? 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 When most of them all do it like that too. Somebody got that. Somebody owns the home somewhere, or somebody has an extra home. They give it to him as a wedding gift. They do what they wish with it, and that's the jump off point, the jettison area for whatever they got going on for the rest of the year or for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we ever do stuff like that? Because we ain't got shit to give. And then but once we do build shit, we hoard it off and make sure that we don't have it, nobody else has access to it because we feel like they're gonna get over on us. That doesn't make any sense. I'm glad my part of the family is a lot different than that.
$1,200 per week equals $52,104 per year. And for the black woman, $922 per week, $47,944. So that's a difference of about a little less than, we'll say a little over 4,000. It's closer to 4,005. But if you add those two numbers together, you guys, what do you get? That six-figure income that women desire so much.
Right.
Now, let's say, for example, y'all are living together and you want to save money because you want to invest and build or start a business or whatever, or some kind of side hustle. So that way, eventually, one of you, maybe both of you, don't have to work. So you mean to tell me between one couple, y'all can't live somewhere along the range of 30 to 35,000 a year just off of necessities? I'm like, hell, even if you want to go a little higher, we'll say 40, 45, even 50 on the high end. That's still for half or less than half of your annually income combined. You mean to tell me y'all can't build any resources or wealth off of that? Come on now. I think it's just a thing about women being lazy. That's what it really comes down to. But I want to give credit to Medium Man for posting this, because this right here proved my point. I've been saying all the time, if you take the average earner from both genders and bring them together, 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to have a 6-figure income or even close to it. You're not going to sit over here and tell me that people can't make that work. I think women just don't want to do it.
Right. Exactly.
Especially when you consider the message that's being pushed on social media. But Anyway, let's keep it moving.
So the post says, girl to girl, this economy requires two hustlers working together, not a hustler and a leech. Run to the comments. Asia says y'all better not be paying half on rent, so then he'll get 2 jobs. Simple. This is why I like white men. Now, this is the comment that sticks out to me. This is why I like white women. Now, this is a comment that sticks out to me. And not for the dating preference, but for the race. Majority of the white people that I'm friends with or family with, I know how they run their household because they break it down and tell it to me. This is what works for them, and it's a very simple formula. My homie told me, he was like, hey, listen, bro. My girl, she works a job. I work my job. I make way more than her. But I use my money and I spend all my money on the bills. And whatever check she gets, she doesn't touch it. And she saves it for us. That means she's not sitting here spending and splurging all of her money. She saves all of her checks for them for the future. And he spends all of his. Now, could this go wrong? Yes, maybe. Now, could this go wrong? Maybe. But if you have a really good partner and y'all are good together and y'all trust each other in that level, especially financially, then this could work out way better. He also told me that his parents do the same thing. And these aren't just your everyday folks, bro. They're living well, bro. They have a trucking company. They live in the suburbs in my city, in my area, and they have a home in a whole other country. Bro, they're good. But at the end of the day, that is still 50-50. Do whatever works for y'all, though. Don't get on the internet and then, I don't even get riled up about this 50-50 topic no more, but that's just an idea to give y'all. So
yeah, because even myself, I don't really get too riled up about this conversation anymore. To be brutally honest with you guys, I just like talking about it because it shows you how out of touch and from reality women really are. They don't even know the amount of people in the country that make 6 figures. Well, usually I would use, growing up seeing my parents and how they did it, but I can do you one better. I can actually give you more recent examples actually from my neighbors back home in the States. And guess what? Both of them are Mexican. Can you imagine that? Now, one of them is a Mexican man who's married to a white woman. The other guys, they live across the street, and the whole family is Mexicans. So. But what's interesting is that the people across the street, they look like they got some kind of trucking business or something going on. And then my neighbors, him and the wife used to work all the time until, they put their money together, working together and saving and what have you. And now he owns some kind of business, or I think he's moved up so much in wherever he was working for that she doesn't even have to work anymore. So I say all that to say this is that women who are like stuck on this provider shit, this shit is going to keep y'all single. And then when you're even willing to consider or go 50-50, it's probably going to be too late. I think that's one of the things that people are concerned about. And that study that they said that half of these women going to be single by 2030, I think a big part of that has to do with the push of this provider shit.
Yeah, there's OD ass rhetoric
financially to any relationships, and I think it's really crippling dating, man. To be honest with you, but let's keep it moving.
How the fuck you make less than $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year talking about some you can't be with a man and go 50-50? 50 is a come up for both of you. Both broke. You ain't gonna find nobody rich. Less than 10% of the population making over $100,000. You think you're gonna find a man making that and take care of your broke ass? Fuck out of here.
And I agree with him with this one, because just like women are quick to say that any man that's talking 50-50 is broke, I would actually argue that any woman that is expecting a man to pay 100% of everything, 9 times out of 10, she's probably broke too.
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep it moving.
Insufficient.
Listen, if we're being completely honest, the reason why y'all never gonna live the lives that y'all want to live, and y'all gonna die full of regret,
is because you don't want to go 50-50 and put your resources together with your partner.
Buy a dog, die alone.
Because what? Because you're a selfish bitch. You watched your mama grow up, and you watched your mama fleet and do everything for ain't shit niggas that was coming in, fucking on her, using her as a tool, and leaving her the fuck alone. And now you're trauma filled, and you have resentment against men that's in the same situation as you. So you feel like a man isn't a man if he's not able to pay 100% of your bills, but you're barely making it to fucking pay 100% of your bills. So you're telling me that you wouldn't consider a deal of a man coming into your life and saying, listen here, baby, I can't pay for everything. I can't do everything, but I'm willing to take 50% off of your weight and put it on my back and help you out just as well as you helping me out. And you bitches don't look at that as an opportunity to grow, then you bitches don't need to be in a relationship. Matter of fact, you need to just go play with your rolls or scissor with your homegirl that ain't got no man either. Listen.
Yeah, saying a man ain't a man because he can't pay 100% of your bills, but you struggling to pay 100% of your own bills anyway. Yeah, that's crazy work. That kind of reminds me of how when women want to call men broke for not buying them things that they can't even afford to buy themselves. It's basically the same thing.
I'd rather not have a partner that all the financial burden is on me. It only shrinks my opportunity sometime for other things that I could be doing. Now that she's bringing in an income, my mortgage isn't as high, my bills aren't as high. I can buy that nice car now. We look at our income as a pie, right? I bring in 60% or 70% of the money and you're bringing 30% of the money. Then let's do it where you pay 30% of the bills and I pay 70% of the bills. I want my partner to have a sense of responsibility. She can actually tell me, yo, turn that heat down. All right, because I pay that bill. There's nothing I can say to her on that. But then I pay the electric bill, and I'll be like, turn that light on. Okay, I think that's so healthy to have that kind of thing in a relationship because I can't play with you, and you can't play with me. It also allows me to have the safety of knowing that this person is really here for me. She got her own money. She can do what she wants.
Yeah, I can see already the little bit of controversy from this last video. Because here's one thing that I know women are going to sit over here and say, because I kind of covered this in a video a while ago, where you had a woman, and even, matter of fact, that one Panda Bear guy, what's his name, Russell something, that white guy, where they said that the reason why men are asking for 50-50 is so that way they can, you know, have money freed up to be able to spend on other things for themselves. This pisses me the fuck off because essentially what women are saying is that your money is only supposed to be used for paying the bills, taking care of me, paying for me, and that's it. Y'all really expect these men to bust their ass and not enjoy the fruits of their labor in some shape or form that's special to them, beneficial to them, and just for them?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rent a car from our newest fleet yet. Your real car never has to know.
Insane. Insane even. Get a Q-tip. My ears itching like a bitch.
You would think women would understand that, given the fact that y'all pretty much want a man to pay for everything so that way y'all don't have to spend y'all own money anyway. But the fact that y'all want to shame men for going 50-50 just because they might want to have money freed up to, you know, treat themselves to something that they always wanted, whether it be a dream car or anything like that. Y'all act like that's a problem, but on the flip side,
And that's
it's
exactly
not.
why I'm not dealing with none of them.
And I do like the point that he
There's
made
Blue
about
Moon. I'll go pop out real
woman
quick.
having some form of responsibility by
Put a little meat in
paying some
somebody's
of the
taco.
bills around the house.
But I
Because
ain't
not
doing
only
none of that
does
extra
it give
shit,
her a
man.
form of responsibility, it
Because I want to
also
get my dream
gives her
car.
more
I'm
of
going
a
to drive my
say-so in
dream
the
car
house as
before I have a
well.
family.
And we
I'm
all
going to
know
get
the
me a
one
fly ass fucking
thing that women are complaining about
the
when it comes to looking
007
for a man that's paying 100% of the
Speedmaster. I'm going to get that.
is they still want
You
to
know
be
what I
treated
mean?
equally as a partner. This is another Achilles heel for women when it comes to finding these kind of men. because they want a man that's superior, pay for
I'm sitting
everything,
around
do
all
all that,
damn
but they
year,
want to be
all my
treated as
life,
equal.
waiting around for something that I know I
That
can get.
doesn't go together. It's no different than
Crazy as shit.
demanding equality but want chivalry at the same time. It's like you can't have both at the same time. Yeah, I'm like, and let me put it to you this way. If you as a woman was paying for everything,
God damn,
literally paying for everything, wouldn't you feel like, and I'm saying feel like because I know that's what the women want to hear, wouldn't you feel like you should have more of a say so on that, on what goes on in the household than your partner?
Mm-hmm.
To see, if the woman was in that situation, of course she's gonna think that. Because the women that are in that position, those are the boss babes that are complaining about, oh, men are intimidated by me. No, they just don't want to put up with that because that's emasculating.
Do I look like I would go 50-50
And that's
on
exactly
bills?
why.
If people like to split their bills with their man, I think that's what you should do. I don't do that.
Look at what happened. She called herself flexing and got a bigger flex on her. Now he's with somebody he doesn't have to pay a dime for.
Exactly.
So it didn't work.
Exactly.
You lost them to somebody with more money that will do 50-50. Now he's with a tall glass of milk.
A tall glass of milk.
Like, shit, at this rate, hell, shit, he could have retired early if he wanted to, because I know he said he's coming back for another year. But it's just funny too, bro, because I remember when that shit happened, you had black women were in they feelings, bro.
They was mad as shit.
Black women were in they feelings so much you would have thought Travis Kelce was black. I'm so serious. That was some of the funniest shit. And the first thing y'all want to do is point out that Taylor Swift ain't got no ass, but Kayla does. I'm like, yeah, and that just go to show you, all that ass don't really mean much now, do it? I'm like, and we've been trying to tell y'all that, and Travis Kelce showed y'all that, and it still wasn't enough. Now he with a woman that makes more money than him, and hell, shit, he probably don't gotta pay for shit. I'm like, then again, knowing Taylor Swift and her history, she probably willing to go 50-50 with the man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.
This shitty ass outro. Get out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, Otis.
When it comes to video creation, every
I just got fired.
God damn, why
I
your
haven't
fucking
gotten
eyebrows so
fired
blocky?
since I was a fucking teenager. And it was because
Why are your eyebrows so blocky?
me calling out of work and being late.
Okay. Why your collar look like that?
Job. I loved that job.
Well, then why you ain't show
loved it
up?
so much that you were constantly late and
Right.
constantly calling out? Huh?
And I just said to my manager,
No.
said, "Well,
Algorithms
you
ain't
emailed me
algorithming.
and told me I was coming close to this. Like, I'm like, you know that this is a shock."
Whoa. Your constant reminder of how entitled this up-and-coming generation is. Holy moly. She probably also loved this job so much because she can show up whenever she wanted.
Right.
An expectation for your manager to give you all of these warnings before they let you go. How about you just be on time?
Simple.
How about you stop calling out early?
Simple.
This is a reminder that you were disposable.
Oh, God.
I just trained somebody new, so now that they have the new trainee, they're fine, right?
I bet you the trainee's on time.
Probably. God damn these eyebrows.
I tried to call my mom, but she didn't pick up. So now I'm making this video.
Call your father.
Damn these fucking eyebrows.
Training
and I loved my manager.
She was probably soft.
I loved her.
Goofy as fuck.
Training your
goofy as a
replacement
bitch.
is hilarious.
It is. It is. I'm not even gonna flex. I done trained a couple people that eventually ended up being my bosses. Soft launch. Ooh, there's your manager. You just got done training them to be your manager. Ooh.
What?
Shit sucks.
Now I'm like concerned about money. I just spent so much money yesterday.
Emotional damage.
Yo, this has got to be
money.
Is she trolling us?
This is all I have to wipe my tears right now. And my coworker who I just trained, like I was talking about, he was shocked. He was like, when I came out and because they were like, do you want us to go get your belongings? Like I was like too embarrassed to go or something. And I was like, no. I was like, I can go get it. Look at that. Crazy.
Where's my violin?
Where's my violin?
Wow.
Cause like
and as wild as an economy as we are in today, you dare not only have an emergency fund building up, but be spending as much money as what you say that you were, but then showing up to your place of business whenever you wanted to, and then have the audacity to get up on the internet, crying into your phone, looking for sympathy tokens.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out.
Love the place. I guarantee you there's someone else out there that is job hunting, looking for something, that would love the place as well. Meanwhile, you being late or you calling out, and she's the type for her shift, but you'll call out and now the business is understaffed and it is unable to service the customers to the same degree. And who's going to suffer at the end of that? The business, either through the online review system or just those customers never coming back because of the service. You could be upset all that you want that you have finally been given consequences for your actions, but don't let the opportunity to go wasted. At least accept accountability for your participation and why you got fired. And if you don't, you are as delusional as your eyebrows. Let's go.
Delusional as your eyebrows, man.
My birthday is this month. It's October 8th right now. And my birthday is October 25th.
Okay, and
I'm unemployed. It's my golden year. I'm turning 25 on the 25th.
You'll be alright.
This is all this drama for your behavior is crazy. She was calling her mom to look for more sympathy.
They're like, we're paying you for the full 8 hours. I was like, wow, thanks. I said, I don't care. I said, don't pay me for the full 8 hours.
What?
Don't care. Don't pay me for the day. I said, I don't care.
What?
I was clearly upset.
Think about how awesome of a place to pay you for you not showing up.
The Kia K4 and K5. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for...
That's crazy.
At least you don't got to call out on her birthday. You already know she had that planned. Where's my...
I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to make this video because I don't have anyone to talk to right now.
I should back the damn track up and get it re-popping with my violin skills. I wasn't done with you. There's too many people out there with this, oh, woe is me, poor me. They didn't give me, they could have just wrote me an email. They should have just given me a warning.
Why?
For what? For your bad behavior? Listen, you are responsible as a grown-ass man for you. Nobody else. This is on you. Let this be a lesson that at some point you have to be responsible. Responsible for not only your work ethic, but at the times at which you show up. If your manager is telling you to be there at 9 o'clock, shit, at 9 o'clock you still late. Be there at 8:59. Utilizing this as a way to say that these employers think of you as disposable, while the general idea I don't disagree with, to a degree, we are only as useful as our skill sets, as we give off as a worker to a business. But at the same time, utilizing this as evidence towards that is absolutely incredible. I mean, you even said it yourself that they had the decency to offer you a full day of work, one of which that you did not participate in. They didn't have to do that. If they truly felt like you were disposable, they wouldn't have given you that. And in fact, all of the times that you showed up late, they should have docked you, but they were easy on you. And you had a manager that was particularly easy on you. But I bet you it was that skip lever. I bet you it was that GM that was just like, wait a minute, what? She's late how often? She calls out how often? We ain't gonna tolerate this. But again, instead of running to your mama and the internet to look for sympathy, you got to be able to take accountability. Stop victimizing yourself. Learn from your mistakes and damn sure learn from your consequences. What are the things that you should be doing, right? Packing your lunch the night before, ironing out your clothes the night before in order to ensure that you not only get there on time, but 15 to 20 minutes early. There's way too many people out there that will show up on time that are looking for employment for you to be acting this way, ma'am. Ain't a damn thing owed to you, all right? If you think that it is, then that is the very definition of entitlement. All right, guys, how did this get up here? Shout out to the MT Army that sent that clip over for me to be able to react to. And the thing is like, I like to try to make a lot of these life lessons wholly true within the relationship space as well. And this is more just a financial accountability type of a video. And the thing is like, for my G's out there, there are women that you're currently in relationship with this same level of delusion and lack of accountability. But unlike you, the business is not emotionally tied. That's why she says disposable. So when they recognize bad behavior over a period of time, they just cut the cord. But a lot of y'all are staying in some of these relationships with the unaccountable and expecting different behavior. Meanwhile, they're simply not responsible and will continue to leverage sympathy or emotional tokens in order to try to control the situation around them. And if you don't give in and you hold them to a finite structure or rules or patterns or routine, then they might call you a narcissist.
Okay, can you, I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, hi Tatiana, this is, Shelly from HR.
From HR, okay. No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
Well, we had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness.
Okay.
Do you know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that,
12 minutes.
Yeah, but, they're waiting on you to be there, clocked in and ready to work at 6.
Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also on 7/28, you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. What you mean?
Company time.
But I still work though. Like I still Why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion, remember, about...
And that was the day that I let my... all right, keep going.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at, like, 6:32.
That was the... Okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before, and...
That ain't got nothing to do with you coming to
He
work.
overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So, like, I still made it, though.
Literally, like, 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. Like, I already told you.
Request that day off work, though.
But y'all know, that's my birthday. I'm not.
Birthday.
No, that's fine. All right. Okay.
Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to turn your keys in. And
I'll be there tomorrow, because that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, what? Like, what? What? No.
Please, please, please tell me that you are trolling. You can't just be late to work. Like, unless you have a job where, like, you make your own hours and you're working on your own time, like, yeah, if you can't be on time to work and they've counseled you and told you that it's a problem and you continue to keep doing it, yeah, you should be fired. You should be fired. How is getting fired and being chronically late to work crazy? Please explain to me.
But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments.
I mean,
down
seriously,
below. Do you agree with the things that I said?
You should be able to call in and tell these folks that, hey, man, I'm running late. I got da-da-da-da going on.
Leave it down in the comment
and
box
just
down
let
below.
them know.
Can't wait
Just
to
don't
see you
just
guys'
show up and
comments,
just start
and I'll
acting
see
like you ain't been late.
Until next time, you two. Peace.
You is ratchet as they come. Rainbow weaves and bat wing lashes.
That's the minimum. That's the minimum. I mean, I do that all the time. Whenever I'm late, I call up to the job and be like, hey, y'all, I'm finna be late. I'm running late. It was blah, blah, blah on the highway. I'm on the way in. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. I'm coming to save the day type shit. Like, if you can't at least do that, man, I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, even if your cousin did take your car, who cares? Who cares if your cousin took the car? What that got to do with you coming to work? Oh, you were late because your cousin took your car. You had no way to get in. Bet. Then why didn't you call when it was getting close to the time for you to be at work? And then say, hey, man, my car isn't here yet. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be about 30 minutes late. But then by that time, you kind of already have to have had a nice lineage of
Salute to the
you being on time.
MAPW team. I'm back with another video. Let's get right into the damn video.
Hey everyone, so I am posting super late today.
Cheers.
Rough morning. I just found out I don't have any more stamps, which I don't know how that's possible because I turned what I needed in online. They have it where you can't even get in contact or even check your card through the phone. They keep directing to a site to check your balance. I could definitely tell they made a lot of changes, but that sucks for me and my family because, you know, we don't really have that much food and things like that. And now I may have to do this process all over. It's so hard to get in contact with
How
anyone.
about instead of doing a process over, you go get a fucking job?
Oh,
set this
okay.
off real quick. Why don't you bops go do that? I keep telling y'all, man, these bops be waiting for handouts.
Damn.
Imagine going back downtown and process so you can get fucking food stamps or Section 8 or whatever. Why don't y'all go put in some fucking applications? Is it hard to put an app? Yo, applications are so easy to put in this day and age. The time these motherfuckers spend on their phone, they could be on the phone putting in an application on Indeed or seeing what type of jobs are on Craigslist. Some jobs are hiring the day of, and these motherfuckers don't want to do nothing. You'll fucking kill me, yo. They come online every day whining and crying on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media platform it may be. They come on here every day fucking crying. Stop fucking trauma dumping online, ladies. Go get a job like everybody else so you can pay taxes and fund somebody else's children. Fuck.
when it's just, this is not a good time.
Cheers.
And then I still need help with my rent. I got an email back from my leasing office. She just said she never received my last email. I sent it again, no response. So I'm just in a tough place right now, and I can use some help on my getting help with my rent.
I got kicked out the shelter and have 48 hours to move. And when I share my story, so many people assume the worst. Some people thought I was the problem. Some thought I just wanted money, and some thought I just did it for views. But they don't see a reality of a single mom trying to survive and give her child a better life. Right now, I'm
Nah,
currently
dude, you
in a
doing
tier
more to
1 shelter,
surviving with
and
that
tier 1
with that
shelters
kind of
last usually 4 to 6
front pack.
months. Tier 1 shelter is basically just to help you get on your feet.
Yeah, I think she's trying to get on her feet or TikTok. Damn. Shit, let me get in the shelter for 46 months. I'm stacking.
You feel me?
Tell me shit.
I'm talking about,
Let MABW
bruh.
get a shelter for 4 to 6 months. What?
I'm talking about.
What? 4 to 6 months? They got shelters like that? 4 to 6 months? And then guess what she'll be doing in 4 to 6 months? She'll be right back on here talking about, yeah, I'm still broke. I don't got shit. Now I'm in a tier 2 shelter for a year. Be some dumb shit. Whatever the next fucking tier is. Imagine being able to reside somewhere for damn near 4 to 6 months and you fucking on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube talking about your fucking problems when there's people right now that are actually struggling while they're working, but they're making sure they pay their bills, they take care of their kids, and they pay taxes to fund people like you. Like I said, if you gonna put on, if you gonna be, I don't give a fuck. If you gonna be broke, I don't want to see your hair done. I don't want to see no fresh. It could be some decent, but fresh. I don't want to see none of that shit. I don't.
Right.
I don't.
My main thing is that, like, if you going through it, and don't get me wrong, everybody go through it, man. But I don't want to see, like, I personally don't want to see you gaining weight as you're quote unquote going through it. You feel me? Like, I'm talking about gaining weight. Like, if you already got a pot belly, I mean, it is what it is. But if you got a pot belly and you're like gaining weight while you're supposed to be struggling with your kids and shit like that, then that doesn't make any sense to me. That's you're lying. You're spending money in food. You ain't stacking. You're not trying to do anything to better yourself. You're spending money in food.
These chicks be having their hair done up and everything, but they always want you to donate or they want to come out here crying about where they at right now.
Right.
If anybody out there can do it, guess what, lady? You can do it too, motherfucker.
And I did everything I was supposed to do. I found housing. I found us
Wonder
an
what kinda-
apartment. But
kinda
instead of letting me
software is
stay
he
here
using
until
where he has
moving,
the-
they're forcing me into a tier 2 shelter, which is
Click the
usually for
close
people who
button on
don't
the
have
camera.
housing yet.
Thank
So
you.
this means I will have to move twice in less than 30 days. Pack everything and move my child into a place that's not really home, only to repack and move everything all over again. It's exhausting, it's overwhelming, and it feels unfair. But through the tears and through all the judgment,
One fucking kid talking like this. One kid.
Dog. MABW don't be cutting nobody no breaks on that shit, man. One fucking kid. One kid. Fuck.
Motherfuckers be having one kid and struggling. This shit is crazy. There's women out there right now with 2, 3, 4 kids, and they making it happen. You get chicks coming online with one kid, making it seem like life is fucking over. So who did you let knock you? That'd be my question to chicks like, who the fuck did you let knock you up? Who the fuck did you let knock you up where they won't at least take the baby while you figure it out? This is why I always say, y'all gotta stop making babies with people y'all know nothing about. Shout out to Awesome.
You
Check
just
him
need to
out.
quit making babies, period, with just people.
On
Just
Awesome
by
and Gizmo
yourself.
Show. The
Quit
Gizmo
having
Awesome.
kids out of
Go check
wedlock.
out Awesome. He has his daughter right now doing what he has to do as a man. At least as a man, he took hold of his daughter when things were rough with the child's mother, or he knew she wasn't that fit. I respect men like that. Respect a big salute to you, bro. Once again, I had to throw you up in the mix because these women out here, they get knocked up by men. These men will let you in your. Now I ain't gonna say you. He don't gotta worry about you, but the child. Any man that will let his child be in a shelter with the mother and struggle, because if it was me, real shit. If let's say today, right now, I had a one night stand. I ended up knocking up somebody. Okay, I probably knew her for a while, but if I knew she, first of all, I shouldn't be. I'm just saying. Let's say hypothetically, I knock somebody up right now.
Hypothetically.
If I know she's not fit and I love my children already the way I do, I'm gonna be like, yo, you go figure shit out. Why I take hold and control of my baby, even though we weren't together. Give me my child. Give me my fucking child. Because kids aren't asked to be brought into these shitty situations with these fucked up parents and their fucked up mind frames. They sit up there and spread ego, then they come online and fucking bicker and cry about it every fucking day. I'm in a shelter for 6 months of tier 2, 3, and let me show myself washing dishes to make it seem like I'm doing something. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, go fucking put us some apps.
Judgment, I still hold on to faith. I remind myself this is only temporary. God didn't bring me this far just to leave me here. And no matter what people...
And now you bringing God into it.
Like God said, go spread ego and become a single mother. It's God. God sure is telling a lot of you single mothers some crazy stuff this day and age, according to y'all. God ain't got me in a situation for no reason. Like God said, young lady, go open up your legs for an ain't shit type of dude that you don't know like that, who you haven't vetted. Go make a single child. I'm gonna put you in this situation. Like God ain't help scientists create contraceptives and shit, like, or medical professionals create freaking contraceptives. Guess what, everybody? There's no such thing as condoms. There's no such thing as Plan Bs. No such thing as birth control. There's nothing like that this day and age.
You cannot fetus delete
from becoming a single mother.
Nope. Can't do that.
People say, I know my heart. I know my fight. So yes, today hurts, but tomorrow holds the blessing I prayed for. Stability, peace, and a safe home for me and my son. And no matter how heavy it gets, I refuse to give up.
Hey y'all, I miss y'all. So let me tell y'all the update. What's been going on? I been getting so many DMs and so many messages. What happened? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I really forgot I done gained a little community.
Look, they're doing voiceovers while they're showing themselves doing duck lips and walking. It's like, who's supposed to feel sorry for these bops? Who? They got all the time in the world to do everything else except freaking go put in applications. I hope you walking to go put in the application. Let me see.
From there. Yeah, I am still homeless. Yes. Let me tell y'all, my job, they did not send my direct deposit, y'all. I had to go to my job, pick up a check. They printed the check wrong. Went to my bank couldn't cash it. Went to their bank couldn't cash it. Went to check cashing place couldn't cash it because I had already wrote my name on the back of it, signed it. So it was just a whole lot. I literally just got paid from them. Like, I was going through so much. I cried, y'all. The place I thought I was going to get approved for, I did not get approved for none of them apartments that I showed you. I did not get approved for none of them. Yeah, I've been going through it. Life's been kicking my ass. But my son is good. He's happy. My hair's still not done, and I'm still homeless. I'm in the air.
That's what I want to see. Respect, shit. Yeah. If you gonna be out there, I want to see you. I want to see the real. I don't want to see knotless braids and fucking fucked up lace fronts. I don't want to see all that shit. So kudos for stepping out with your hair like that. At least put on a real show. Fuck it. I respect the authenticity of this one. Put on a show. Yeah, your hair not done. Yeah, show me you in struggle mode. At least put on a good
This
act.
man said, "Show me you in struggle mode." It's crazy work. Let me give me another cup of coffee. My
All
bad,
right,
y'all. My bad.
so people are saying, why don't you just call, like, everybody's saying, like, why don't you just call family? Well, family is the one who put us in this situation.
So,
The family.
and
Family ain't make you go like this and cock open your legs and say, "Here, let that guy bust up in you." Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Family ain't put.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say all
Let me
that,
be clear.
but
Family ain't putting you in no situation. If you go out there and you make children, it's not on your family to help
sometimes
you
you
out
still have
because
to
you're
humble
struggling with your
yourself.
children that you made. It's up to you and that baby father. I
Sometimes you
don't
still have to
care. I'm
humble
being dead
yourself,
serious.
even after family may have put you
It's
in a
not on your
situation that you're
mother.
not fucking
It's
with.
not on your father. They did their fucking job. Do y'all understand this? Yo, there's been so many like children passed down to the parents, the grandparents, the great
Right.
parents don't even get to fucking live their life. They gotta
He
live
ain't
out their
lying.
fucking golden years taking care of your fucking
He ain't
kids
lying.
because you weren't ready. I'm so tired of seeing that shit. And salute to the grandparents out there, but you don't deserve that. Imagine you like raising your kids your whole life to their fucking adults, and all of a sudden they got kids they can't take care of. Now they're putting the kids on you. Now every day you of course you love your grandbabies, but now your grandbabies gotta get picked. I see fucking grandparents every day when I pick up my kids from school. Grandparents or the mommy, they're just picking up the kids for the people because the daughter or the son gotta work. They can't. It's like y'all figure it the fuck out. Figure it out. It's so many grandparents that gotta get the kids, take them to school, pick them up from school, watch the kids while the people go, why they go out and club party, take trips. If you ain't ready to be a parent, don't have sex. It's simple. It's straight clear cut for me like that. If you can't afford certain shit, don't have children. If you can't afford daycare, whatever, don't have children. And if you can, of course, marry before you carry. Make sure you have a solid partner, or at least a solid mother of your child or father of your child. Make sure you have a solid partner. I ain't saying everybody got to be married, but at the end of the day, make sure that person is solid. Yo, if I have a child with this person, I know no matter where we.
I'm gonna keep it straight up, man. I'm slick waiting on my mom to damn retire so she can be my full-time babysitter for whatever kid I might possibly have in the future. I ain't flexing. You think I'm finna pay for some childcare for what? My mama gonna be free. She'll love to take care of some kids. So I don't see a problem with the grandparent situation as long as you're not just pseudo adopting your kid off to your parents. I mean, shit, like my kid gonna come home with me every damn night. It's just why not my mom can't pick the kid up, take care of the kid until I get off of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see the problem with that. As long as it's not a pseudo adoption situation. Like,
Yeah, in life,
come with it.
we gonna be all right, and we both can
I
take
don't
care of our
see the
children.
problem.
Even if she was gone or I was gone, we know the kid's gonna be all right. Like if I were to leave this earth today, I know my kids are gonna be all right. If my children's mother were to leave this earth today, I know without a shadow of a doubt, they know my kids will be all right. They know that. That's something they don't got to stress over. I don't got to stress over if something were to happen to me, where will my kids be at? Where would they go? I don't got to stress over that. They're gonna be just fine. Fucking
immediate family. Okay. So that's out the window. Second,
Tears.
everybody's saying I'm getting mad at the churches and the organizations and everybody else but their dad.
Yep.
Well, when you've been dealing with a bitter baby daddy for almost 13 years, then you understand it makes no sense.
13 years. So let me guess. I'm gonna assume that one of your children is 13 years old. Okay.
Right.
I'm just gonna assume. 13 years and you still in the predicament that you're in. Somebody talk to me, please. 13 years and you're still in the same predicament that you're in, and you're blaming family members. So 13 years, you ain't pretty much been doing shit. That's what I'm gonna assume. You're gonna blame you. Here we go. This is what they do. When they can't get on their feet or do what they need to do in life, they want to blame somebody else. I'm gonna blame family members for where I'm at right now. I'm gonna blame my baby daddy for where I'm. It's not the baby daddy fault. It's not the family member's fault. It's your fucking fault. If you ain't make no moves in 13 years, that's a you problem. Respectfully.
Sense to keep reaching out, because if he already knew that you were struggling as a single mom and he didn't make the extra initiative to make a difference in his kid's life, all he did was make excuses and get madder at you.
Making excuses. These are the type of women right here that'll call you a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your child, your oldest, for the most part, most likely being 13, and you talking about it's family's fault you're in a homeless shelter. It's the baby father's fault you're in a homeless shelter. Imagine saying that. And I'm not joking either. Imagine saying some stupid shit like that.
That's crazy. Glizzy Glaze. It's hilarious.
It's only but so long you can blame the baby daddy. We're not even going to include the family. They ain't got shit to do with this. It's only so long you bops can keep blaming your baby daddy. You bops is getting exposed left and right out here, respectfully. I wish I would blame my baby. I got a teenage son. I wish I would blame my baby mother if I was in a homeless shelter. Like, imagine, I got a better baby mother. That's why I'm in a homeless shelter, because she's been taken away from me. Nope, no excuses.
It wouldn't work like that for you because we're men and there are no homeless shelters that accept us.
Over here. No complaints. Chicks get online like her. They can fucking complain too much. And that's why I do videos like this all the time. All they do is bitch and bicker all day.
And feel like his responsibility to pay his $200 child support every 2 weeks was the worst thing in the world that you could ever do to him, and hold that over your head every time you have a conversation with him. Once you get the rap and the gist of that, you understand that it makes no sense to keep reaching out to somebody like that, because nothing is going to change. So why should I?
This is what these bops don't get. Let me just give me 1 quick minute. What some people don't understand
nigga be so
is
angry.
With men, it's principle. It's principle.
He be so
if I'm taking care of my kids, why should I have to pay you $200 every? Why should I have to pay you? Let's say it's $200, $400 a month. Think about this. Some men literally be having like 50-50 custody split. Some men literally take care of their kids, like straight full throttle take care of their kids, go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Trips, clothes, sneakers for school. They're at every event. They're not missing doctor's appointments, nothing. These chicks talk about you're better, but they're the ones that are better taking you through the court system. I told men, this day and age, you don't got to be a deadbeat father. These chicks still going to take you to the family court system. That's how it is now. Back then, growing up, I would think that, child support was for growing up. This was my mindset. Okay, Child support is being paid because the man is a deadbeat. He's not there in his children's life.
And I don't care if there's any judges or anything watching me right now, man. I guarantee I'm not going to have any kids until, like I said, my mom is retired and I have an entrepreneurial business again that is going to be generating enough revenue for me to live correctly. And it's going to be in under my name, my business, so I can books, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to make anything according to the books. I don't make any money. I have just enough to make the business stay afloat. Well, how are you paid? It's already paid off. Well, how are you? It's paid through a trust. Well, how did you get this? It was a gift from the trust. Long-time loyalty benefits from the trust. I'm not, no. And that's in the rare occurrence that I don't get the surrogate situation handled and just go buy a baby. I'm planning on buying a baby. Planning on buying a baby. I ain't gonna just have no random ass baby with some random ass chick if I ain't got to. Nope. Trying to
At
tell you.
all. It be men literally there in their children's life, and they still got to pay. These
Y'all gotta
doctors
think.
still take these men to
Think
the system and put
harder.
them on child support.
Think
I
smarter.
don't care. Any man should feel like that. Because these chicks are greedy. It's not about, they think it be about the money something. It's about principle. It's like, why you ain't got no principles? It's like, if I'm taking care of my kids, why are you taking me through the support court system or family court? What sense does that make? Why y'all trying to put men on papers who take care of their children? That's the dumbest shit ever. And then you got goofy motherfuckers goofy bops that actually agree with that shit. These bops are,
I mean, in all honesty, I think the government actually made it a situation like this because I think they can't get a lot of benefits as far as like a WIC or certain food stamp programs and Section 8 and all that shit like that, unless the father is identified and they're possibly getting some kind of income off of that. I don't think that they have a choice in the matter when it comes down to that. As far as I know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of the benefits that they would get just by being a single mother and having the government assistance, a lot of the assistance is based on the fact that they actually are trying to exploit every revenue service that they could possibly get before asking for the assistance or applying and approving for the assistance. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
I got to pay electric. I got to buy food. Motherfucker, I got to do the same thing when my kids are in my house. What the fuck is the difference? Well, inflation only hitting you. Bitch, motherfucking chicks really say this shit. Real true story.
They do.
Well, what about inflation? Inflation is hitting me. Oh, inflation ain't hitting everybody else.
You be so angry. Like
Cyber attacks are relentless. Do you know?
He'd be so angry, like he the one going through this though. That's the part that make me laugh a little bit. That's what makes him funny. To me. He take this shit to heart.
These chicks are stupid.
I put myself through more mental agony and more distress trying to reach out to him just to get the same answers over and over again. You guys claim that I'm mad at everybody else but him, but why should I be mad at somebody that has already shown that they don't care? Like, eventually I need to get it, right? Eventually I need to not be delusional and
You
naive
should have
towards
figured that out
him per
before
se
you had a kid.
and how he chooses
I mean,
to
if you
show
figured
up
out
with
he
his
didn't
own
care
2 kids.
about you or
I already
your situation
accepted that that's what it is
before
with
you had the
him.
kid, then you wouldn't
I'm
have
not gonna
had the
made 2
kid and he
kids with him.
didn't care
So whose fault is that?
about any of them. You know what I'm saying?
When did this man?
You know what I'm saying?
Did he stop? Did
He's
this
mad
happen
at the
after the
right
second
part now.
child, or was this after the first child? I don't believe that these men are not showing up for their kids when you had 2 by them. I don't believe nothing. It's hard to convince me.
I don't believe nothing.
Chicks will have 2, 3. I just said this. Chicks will have 2 or 3 kids by a man and say that man ain't showing up for the kids. So why the fuck you keep giving this man kids then? Why? What was the point of giving him kids consistently? He just all of a sudden out the blue, nah, I ain't doing nothing else for you. Or after you had the second kid and y'all broke up, y'all strangely broke up. Did you try to take him through this fucking system? He said, okay, this all you gonna fucking get then.
Fucking hauling
Because that's
oats.
how it be sometimes. And you know what?
Like, okay, yeah, real quick pause. Fucking hauling oats, man. If I don't tell y'all anything, man, y'all go listen to some fucking hauling oats, and y'all are not gonna care about all of this riffraff going on. And every time I just hear, "Would you believe?" I don't remember the words. Man, yacht rock. Man, I'm just saying. I'm
Well,
just
I don't
saying.
blame men when they do that. I
I don't get angry anymore
You
because
want to take me
yacht
through the
rock.
system, bitch? That's all you gonna get.
Then Larry June.
And whatever I do for my kids in my household, that'll be that. You ain't getting nothing else. I don't gotta come through for you. You can't blame men. You can't.
I'm gonna keep being in denial about it and hurt myself and hurt my own feelings to realize that that's the type of man that I married, and that's the type of man that I let begging me for kids, and I actually gave
you for kids. Oh, so guess what? A man that's married to you, guess what, ladies? He gotta beg you to have his children. Imagine that. Imagine saying that in the same fucking sentence. A man I'm married who begged me for kids. Wow. Huh. Your husband husbands gotta beg their wife for kids. Who's the real narcissist here? Do y'all believe? Y'all can listen to her right now. Do y'all believe her?
This man
Gave him
is
kids.
fucking a riot. He is a riot.
Another thing is everybody's assuming that I'm not really homeless because I still try to maintain myself. I didn't know being homeless how to look. And this is what I think is so hypocritical about people and organizations. It's like, oh, you have to really look like you're down to your last for people to believe that you need help. And that's sad. That's almost like saying I gotta be terminally ill before somebody decides that I'm worth helping. That is crazy. It's crazy. A lot of you people are saying, oh, how is it that she still has jewelry? How is it that she still has her nails done? Are you guys forgetting that I was never a bum?
So why the fuck you on here complaining then? Imagine saying that. I said I'm gonna say this again. Who's the real narcissist out here? They call men bums. They make it seem like men aren't doing nothing, but she makes it seem like she was so broke in the beginning. She made it seem like, if I'm correct, she was like struggling as a single mother of 2 in the beginning. But now I'm not a bum. So why you on here? What's the fuss about? The internet is ruining you chicks.
I was really actually out here making stuff happen for me and my kids.
What's the fuss about?
But I was blindsided
You
and I was
selling that
betrayed.
thing?
And this is the second time this has happened to me, to the point where me and my kids ended up homeless again because of
So you're
betrayal.
only been
So a lot of you
betrayed
are
and
making
sidelined
assumptions.
twice.
Oh, I'm not trying. Oh,
Damn.
I'm not this. Oh, sell your
That
jewelry.
makes me feel like shit because I've been
They're
fucked over about
$2 a pop.
20
Like, which
times in my
one?
life, and I'm
Which
still
one?
in a pretty good predicament.
What difference is it gonna make if I sell my jewelry? What, it's gonna give me what, $20 for some food? You guys like to see people really like down and out before you actually give a fuck, and that is really sad.
Wow.
A lot of you are commenting under my videos telling me, oh, well, your kids don't look homeless.
They should. That's what's wrong with you bops now. Y'all don't like getting chewed out. What do I keep telling y'all? You can't tell nobody the truth this day and age. You literally, this day and age, the America we live in this day and age, you can't tell nobody the truth. They'll call it a fucking phobia. Trying to silence you for saying some shit to them. Dead ass. Not a joke.
You don't look homeless. I'm literally sitting in a damn hotel, living out of a hotel with my kids.
Shit, you doing better than a lot of other people. Congratulations, you doing a lot better than some other people. A hotel is better than being the fuck outside with your kids or in a homeless shelter. You doing just fine in my eye. Good job. Motherfuckers outside right now.
Shit. Damn, I just smacked that weed all over the place today. Shit crazy. I tell you, man. I tell you.
And you gonna tell me that I don't look homeless?
You don't.
What difference does it make if I look a certain type of way? Do you want me to put holes in my clothes? Because what I don't understand is I can't change the fact that I used to be somebody and I used to have life together and I have decent clothes. I can't change the fact that I always took care of myself. I can't change the fact that I always was a decent human being and led a decent life, a productive life before all of this happened. All of this happened a week ago. So all of you that are judging me, oh, but you still look presentable. You still look, you're in silk robes, and you still have necklaces, and you still have earrings, well, and you still do your hair and your makeup, and you still have your nails done. I literally have my makeup kit right here. Like, I used to be somebody. I wasn't always a bum. So all of you in my comment sections talking to me like you crazy and making assumptions. Oh, I must have left my baby daddy and now I'm suffering and I need to go back. No, that's not what happened. Ask me what happened. Don't sit there and judge me, okay? And to address this thing,
is it your baby daddy or your ex-husband? You were talking about you married the man that get like, which one is it?
You don't know.
I think you mean go back to your husband, or are you lying about being married? Were you married before? Because you said you were married and you made it seem like your husband had to beg you to give you some fucking kids. I really I really do this, by the way. It's not that hard to pay attention to shit.
About working a job or trying to find a job, I have a job. I have a job. But just like a lot of single moms, we get caught up in the matrix and we realize that we are working, literally working and making sacrifice and sweat and blood, sweat and tears for somebody else's dream that really don't give a damn about us. So
That's what
we're
everybody
bending over
does.
literally.
You don't think I get paid what I get paid so that somebody else can get paid 10 times as much to do nothing but watch me do what I'm doing? That's how business works. When I worked at studios, you don't think that the person that was paying me my check and owned the building was getting paid more than I was getting paid every time I got paid? That's somebody else's dream. My dream was to work there and eventually get my own, right? So everybody's working for somebody else's dream. What are you talking about there, baby? What are you talking about?
Excuses in the world, don't she? Y'all hear this? I'm just letting her go on. Y'all hear this shit, right? She's dead serious. She's dead fucking serious. I can see why he left you alone if he ain't fucking with you. I literally can see that.
I mean,
I literally
she
can dead
does have
ass
a
see
lot of
why men leave women
excuses
like
for
women that act like her. I can see why they leave you
plain
the fuck alone.
stuff, for stuff
I
that's
can.
just
Proof
plain
is in the
Jane
pudding.
things.
Can you imagine dealing with her?
Really backwards, getting caught up in the matrix trying to take care of our kids when it's like a process that is like you barely get paid what you're supposed to get paid.
You see, she ain't telling y'all what happened. You see, she ain't telling y'all the full story of what happened between her and her ex-husband. who she probably wasn't married to. She's probably just saying that shit, but whoever it may be, ex-husband, baby daddy. But y'all see, y'all not getting the full story. I want to make that clear. She talking about what she not being paid in this capitalist ass society we live in today. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Go do so. Go work for yourself then. It's problem solved. Guess what, everybody? If you don't like what your job is paying you, leave your job alone and go work for yourself. If you feel you're better and you're worth more, go work for yourself. See how easy that is, everybody?
You're living paycheck to paycheck, and you still can't survive.
How
You
you
still
can't
can't
survive?
survive. But if y'all really want to know the gist of it, I have a job, but I can't get to work because I have to get my kids ready for school. And by the time I get my kids ready for school and bring them to school by Uber or sometimes walking, I'm going to be late for work. And then instead of getting fired and keep having weird excuses why I'm late for work and getting in trouble at work because I'm a child and I need a better reason than bringing my kids to school to be late for work, I just try to work my little business here that I have on here because at least it's some income. At least I could still be a mom and be present for my kids instead of shutting down and depressed and not having a way of having some type of income from somewhere. Again, I don't get my child support. That man don't pay his child support. It's $200 every 2 weeks. He don't pay it. He don't pay it. I have no source of reliable income. Okay, none.
Then go get one. Then go get one.
Because guess what happens if we don't pay child support, fellas?
Go to jail.
If you want papers, guess what happens if you don't pay?
You go to jail.
You gonna pay one way or another.
You
They gotta
going to
take your
jail.
license. They take your passport. You got to go to jail. You gonna pay one way or another. You gonna pay.
You going to jail now?
I don't believe you.
Exactly.
You guys on here support my so-called small business whenever you feel like it. And majority of my customers are single moms that are struggling too.
So why they supporting you if they struggling? If I'm struggling, sorry y'all, I ain't supporting you.
Right.
I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe I'm sorry. If I'm struggling, I can't support you right now because I got kids to feed. Just gonna throw that out there. I support y'all when I get back on my feet, though.
Exactly.
And touche, I expect the same. If you struggling, don't support me. Just don't. Straight up. I can be a man and say that. Do not support me if you're struggling. Don't. Still salute to y'all, but do not support somebody when you're struggling. That's ass backwards.
The ones that are not struggling and can buy something on my website, okay?
She's just gonna force motherfuckers to buy some shit on her website. Let me go ahead and fucking project and I'm gonna force them to buy some shit. Make them feel sorry. They gonna feel sorry for me today. I should cry right now. I should get in the fucking crying.
I mean, my thing is, okay, like the biggest expense for me when I was working when I was doing the clothing line was the website. So if you're not barely making ends meet, how are you paying to keep this website going? Are you spending 50% of whatever you make to keep the website going? Like, I don't understand how the websites are working nowadays. Because that was the biggest expense outside of actual product. But we did POD for a clothing line. So the biggest expense was keeping that website and keeping my name, the copywritten name for the website, active. And that was like 100 beans a month. And I mean, it was cool when the wheels were turning, the cogs were rolling and shit like that. But once stuff started to slow down a little bit, when COVID hit, it was kind of tough. We was pulling out money out of our pocket. We was still working regular jobs and shit. Me and my partner was, hey man, you got your half for the site this month? Yeah, I got it, man. We got to do marketing on Instagram this week instead because we ain't got no marketing budget right now. Okay, cool. We gonna have to simplify these designs for this so we can be a little bit more cost efficient. We had to switch it up from was it Rose and Anvil shirts and hoodies to jerseys for a minute, Gildan for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Just so we can try to run the profit up a little bit so we can get back over water. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest part was keeping the product. The second hardest part was keeping the website. So if you got a website with products on there, that means you're spending most of your money. If you're not barely making enough money to keep yourself fed and you in a hotel, you're not getting no child support. What are you doing then? Give that shit up and go work a regular job and go get your money.
I should go get that Emmy award. Y'all want me to cry? I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
She's
I
a cute
appreciate
chick.
it, but it's a few. Like, I get a lot of viral videos, but nobody wants to actually go on my website and purchase anything. They're like, help me, help me, help me, help me. They want it.
And another thing is, if you're gonna get a whole lot of viral views, you need to parlay the social media into a money making situation instead of trying to parlay people to go click and follow a trail to go pay some money off on something. Get them to spend money right there on the spot instead of having to have them trail off to go somewhere else and go spend some money. That's where the problem is. If you ever looked at the analytics for your stuff and you see click through rate or link follow click rate, you'll notice that you're probably only getting a less than 10% conversion. And don't get me wrong, I think 10% is like the basic 10% conversion rate from one website to another to go click a link and actually go do something on that link. 10%. Then 10% out of those people are actually going to buy something or add something to cart. And if you don't have a mailing list or something like that connected to all of that, then you're not even going to be able to hit a reminder to say, hey, man, you got something in your cart. You don't want to buy this now that you got a little bit of bread? Oh, you ain't got no bread? Okay, well, we're going to just hold it off in there for a little bit longer until you do. And we're going to remind you in a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing like that, no kind of situations like that already set up, then you already doomed to fail. You're already doomed to fail. I mean, the same way that I'm over here doing all these videos every day, 3-4 hour videos, and I don't have TikTok. So I have no way to convert people from other places to come here. It'd be like that. I'm doomed to fail until I start doing it that way. I don't have the money to do it, so I'm just going to keep doing the videos. I'm making more material. I'm getting better at this stuff so we can eventually get to the point where when people do start converting, which is, like I said, basic is 10% conversion from one website entity to another. So if I'd start hitting on TikTok and I'm hitting a milli as far as people viewing my shit, my clips or whatever, I can only expect 10,000 people, maybe 1,000 people to actually come to the view the live service. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the whole thing is, man, you need to figure this shit out. And begging people ain't gonna do it.
It off for free. They want me to just hand it to them. So business has been entirely slow.
Y'all see the reverse psychology these bops use
Right.
to try to get you to support them?
Right. The fuck? He's so mad. These bops. Reverse psychology these bops be using.
I've never in my life had to go online and do this. Never.
Beg somebody.
I would never
to
either.
fuck with you.
It's not that deep.
It's crazy
guys,
work.
if they use these
crazy
military mind games online and this reverse psychology, imagine what they'll do to you once you give them children, marry them. If they're doing this online, imagine the type of game she's gonna play with you. Just fucking imagine.
Very slow. Last month I only made $25 literally. You want me to show you?
Who cares?
You want me to tag it in the comment section from my business?
Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
And a lot of you are saying, well, the government's programs that you guys want me to go to, they're like, oh, well, You have a small business, so we can't help you. Oh, well, you have a job even though you haven't worked in 3 months. So the
What's that
financial
going on
help you're
over on
looking
her
for to get an
chin?
apartment, you don't qualify for it because technically you make X amount even though you haven't been to work in 3 months. So therefore, I want you guys to really understand the
With the
math
job,
here. I'm not sitting here pretending to
or
go through some
or go to call the job and request to be fired or laid off, so you can at least get the unemployment benefits. I mean, like what? So you're continuing to be employed on paper for the benefit of just saying that you're employed on paper. Like I'm not understanding. You haven't been to work in 3 months, and you're fired probably. Go up there and get your walking papers, so you can go turn that in to the damn unemployment office. And I mean, yeah, if you're gonna look for handouts, go get it from the people that actually gonna give you a handout instead of the people that you have patronizing your media and content. Go get unemployment. Like it's really that simple.
shit. I am not sitting here not trying for me and my kids. I'm literally
You're
working
not.
with what I have. I'm working with the options that I have,
You're not.
and it's slim to
You're not exploring the options correctly. That's what's going on, and that's probably why people are mad at you.
none. You guys don't support small Black businesses for whatever reason. Nobody wants to support. Everybody's like, oh, send it to me, send it to me. They don't want to buy nothing on my website. Therefore, I don't have no legit income coming in. I don't get child support. I want to go to work, but I'm stuck. I'm literally
stuck. You just said you catch your Uber to work. You said after you drop your kids off to school, you go to work and you don't make excuses. Now you saying something totally different. Who's the real narcissist again? Just asking a real question. I respectfully do this.
I respectfully do this.
because
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is that under her
have a reliable
chin?
means of transportation. And if I did,
It's like a
I have to
lupus
Uber them to school
blemish
or
or
Uber
something,
to pick them up. And that costs money every
or
day.
HPV or something.
Plus, I have to pay for the hotel every day by 11. So, what do you guys want from me? Like, I'm telling you the truth.
What's up, Earth Angel? It's your girl,
Oh
Visionary
damn!
Revolutionary. Unpopular
Why all these people that's earthy like this be looking like that?
opinion.
I'm a homeless single mom and I refuse to work a 9 to 5.
Wow. Yeah.
Y'all see the shit they come online and talk about?
Yeah.
Y'all see this shit
I
in real time, right?
refuse.
So I'm guessing we got to donate to you because you refuse to work a 9 to 5.
There you go.
I don't know what happened after 2020, but the universe shifted, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
CERN, the super collider. We are currently in a different timeline. Probably an entirely different reality as of right now. Some people were actually brought over. The ones that have traditional common sense are the ones that were brought into this new timeline in which we're sitting around looking at people that were in the CERN super collider timeline already that didn't have sense at all because they were in the Matrix. We're currently looking at people that are population controlled, or they're a population that were bred and built inside of the Matrix that was the CERN super collider. And once the collider was ran for X amount of time, I can't remember exactly how long it was, the entire reality of that reality, and our current reality, the reality that we knew before 2020, collided into one another, meshed, intermingled, spaghettified, if you want to say that, like Loki, where it's all intertwined. And we are now looking and living amongst the Matrix and doctrine. We're looking at people right now that have just been living in the Matrix for the past 5 years. Or they've been living in the Matrix for longer than 5 years, but we're just now seeing the people of common sense, the people of the actual reality, are coming in contact and intermingling with the people that were stuck in the Matrix for God knows how long. That's what's going on. That's just my theory. That's just my
9 to
theory. I don't know.
5s are
I'm a
modern day
conspiracy theory
slavery,
guy, but
and I do not plan to return.
yeah, I don't know.
Now, a lot of people will probably look at my situation and
Her
say,
kid just said,
well,
hold up. Her kid in the background just said CNN as the ops.
I don't know what happened after 2020, but
Is that
the
what you just
universe
said?
shifted, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
9 to 5s are modern day slavery,
Here we go.
and I do not plan to return.
Here we go.
Now, a lot of people will probably look at my situation and say, well, you don't really got room to not work a 9 to 5. Like, you're living in a shelter, like, you're a single mom, you have to work. But the reality is, I don't have to do anything.
Oh my God.
Why? Pee-pee spot.
Because in reality, food is free. In reality, water is free.
Where is free at?
In reality, a good time is free.
Go pee, bro.
Where
In
is it free at?
reality, safety is free. And then there's going to be people who might say, what reality are you living in? You sound delusional. I am. You have to be delusional in order to leave the matrix.
You know what? I get it, but you still got to have a plan. Like, I left the matrix. I don't work a 9 to 5 anymore, but at the end of the day, I still had to formulate a plan. My kids aren't going to go hungry, and I'm not going to have my kids in a shelter because of my decisions. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to put myself in a predicament for my kids to go without food and be in the shelter because I want to go with this fucking goofy shit she talking. I get it. I'm not working for nobody. It's over. It's not happening. It's not. Unless I want to do some per diem shit because I'm bored. Only way I'm working is if I'm bored. Like, even with the old company I worked with, if I want to go do per diem work for them, I can. But I got to be bored. Like, I'm talking about bored out of my mind. Like, you know what? I'll just go do some shit today. And like I said, I got a CDL. So the shit I can go do is simple. It ain't no office work, ain't no bosses over me, ain't no managers over me, and they know I'm a fucking boss. You gonna let me do what the fuck I came here to do and go the fuck home. That's if I choose to call you and say, yo, listen, I'm gonna come in for a couple hours and I'm gonna come fuck with y'all today. But other than that, the freedom, I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get to that point, man. Because right now, I'm living pretty free, but it's based on the fact that I gotta go to work. Like, my lifestyle is lifestyling like a fool, but I still gotta go to work, man. Make this lifestyle keep rolling, man.
There ain't nothing like your freedom. So I get it, but it's like you don't even have a plan. You're fucking homeless. So the plan is to be homeless because you want to come up with all this revolutionary bullshit. These fucking chicks is done.
You have to, textbook definition, be insane to lead a revolution. I don't call myself a revolutionary for no reason.
Oh my God.
How are you a revolutionary?
Every revolution comes with risk. We would probably still be in shackles had Harriet Tubman ever took the risk of dying.
Oh my God.
You literally have to be willing to obtain the freedom you deserve.
She don't know what she talking about. Y'all still believe that Harriet Tubman story too, huh? What people don't really know history like
Don't
that.
be like that.
And we let somebody else tell us our history. Our own ancestors aren't even telling us our history. I want you to think about this. All these history books, who wrote them shits? Y'all think our ancestors wrote them history books? Y'all got a lot to learn, my friends.
Or die trying. And if that's insane, I guess I am.
Go to Hoppix, they say. Y'all love saying go to Hoppix. And when I went at 5 in the morning, it made me and my daughter really get into it.
Because we got to tell them how you keep calling me thinking that my name is Monica. Baby.
backstory. So I've been on the Hoppies waiting list for so long they had me mixed up with somebody else. I left New York, came up in here thinking I was about to get services, and I think the fuck not. They hate me up at Hoppies. I'm the lady with all the fucking kids.
I can't understand it. I cannot.
I caught you on your walk, baby, on your break.
I said what?
Yes, girl, what? It's me. I'm homeless. Help.
I can't even have a 15-minute break.
No, for real.
I've been waiting on you to come out the building.
And I'm laughing, but ain't shit funny. Look at King. He about tired of this shit more than me.
You
First
got
of
a
all,
brand
I
new
don't know.
ass
King
baby.
being raised by a non-queen. So my son's name is Kingston, and trust me, his daddy, at least over here, I'm the king of this castle, and I'm raising a real little young a king.
My thing is that dog. Why are you having kids in a situation where you ain't got no damn roof over your head? This baby is brand ass new. This baby maybe a year old, maybe a year old. And you telling me you went in a situation where you could have had a, you know. Like, you telling me you really couldn't figure out a way to have, you know, I mean, if you didn't even think the father of the kid was going to be around long enough to where you could have the kid at least get to 5 years old, or maybe even 3, where it can move around on its own with a roof over its head, then you probably should have fetus deletus before it even got to the point where it was a whole child getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand.
Being raised by a non-queen. He ain't even a prince right now. Respect, cute baby, but you can't call your baby king respectfully. These chicks is diabolical, yo.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I done came up here, did multiple paperworks, multiple things. Hoppies is cool. Don't get me wrong. And I love my workers. She be trying her best. But baby, it's always something. And guess what? I'm not having it. I'm not.
This many kids into this fucking world just to have to do this, y'all.
Right.
These kids don't deserve this shit. I love my kids so much that I feel for other kids because kids don't deserve this shit. Kids don't deserve this shit. And these reckless mothers out here, they're fucking just gone with they shit, yo. It's so sad.
I'm not jacking that shit. It has a playground for the kids, yes, but the way my kids do, I wouldn't even chance it. They'll be eating chips
What?
and flipping and busting heads. I don't got time for it, you know? So I just
What
do
else
what I
would
can
they
do
be
when I
doing
can
as
do it.
kids?
But Hoppies will not help nobody with 6 goddamn kids and my kids at that.
The fuck is this? Oh God. Oh, she pregnant too?
Everybody else always coming on here, so
The
let me come on
fuck?
here and explain and tell my story. So I've been experiencing homelessness. So my mom has a 5-bedroom house that she's leaving me, but I have to come up with $2,500 for the past due mortgage. Have a baby on the way, 2 toddlers.
How is she? Wait, hold up. How is she leaving you a house and there's a past due mortgage on it? How? How does that work? She can't leave you the house if she doesn't own it. If she just paying mortgage on it, then how is she leaving it to you? And if it's $2,500 past due mortgage, then more than likely that's a lien already starting up. So, and then now you pregnant while you're homeless.
So if
So
y'all want to help me,
no, we don't. We don't want to help you.
it would be greatly appreciated.
And for what? It could be appreciated all it wants to, but what is that? What is that
I'ma
doing
just
for me?
try it. I be seeing everybody else trying, so let me see.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here and
Homeless at
Pastor
16 with a
King for getting
3-year-old.
me up in the hotel with me and my baby. I'm finna show you guys how the hotel looks.
Why?
This is the bed and
Hmm. Hmm. I just don't be understanding.
everything, the TV and stuff. There goes my son. Here's the bathroom.
With a 3-year-old, so you had your baby at 13.
You feel me?
Parents failed.
It's big
Said your
enough for
parents
me and
failed.
my son, if you get what I'm saying. But Pastor King got me this hotel
Pastor King.
until he can give me some more resources or help figure out where me and my son and my mom is gonna live.
Wait, so your mom is out there with you too?
But I did want to get on here and
It's way too many adults for you to be having a homelessness issue. If your mom and you were out here just living in a damn hotel, then that means 2 people could be working right now to go not live in a hotel. Why are y'all worrying about what the pastor is going to give you as far as resources go instead of going to go and get your own resources? Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
thank him for giving me or putting me.
Go talk to him and thank him. You don't got to get online to thank him. Obviously, he did it out of the kindness of his heart. Why you got to get on the internet and thank him?
We hope that that's what's going on. We hope that's what's going on. Because I mean, hey man, I'm look, as y'all know, I'm not big on religion, but this don't sound like just somebody out here out the kindness of their own heart. This sound like some I ain't trying to get caught, so we're gonna shut you up by making sure that you straight. I don't know. It sounds a little crazy.
And she's with her mother, so the pastor found a place for her and her mother and her child.
Me in this hotel. I really appreciate it because he really didn't have to do that for me, but he did. And I appreciate everybody else who been sending out money and sending out good, nice notes with the money. I didn't ask for no money. I want to keep clarifying that in all my videos. I did not ask for anything. No money. I only asked for help, which was with resources. I ain't asked for no money.
Resources like what?
I appreciate everybody.
What resources?
Who's been sending me some money. And
Like the damn video right there. Society is doomed. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, that's my video for today. If you like the video, of course, comment, like, and subscribe. It ain't costing you a damn thing. Of course, I'm gonna holler back at y'all later. Peace.
That is crazy.
So this is my Rust project. I have 4 terminal clients, all with this.
Insanity.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Sigma Male.
She thought she found a clever hack, targeting random men at pricey restaurants to cover her bill.
Broke, dusty, musty, crusties. We always say it, run, DMC.
But her entitled scheme didn't go the way she planned.
Pop, you spot your target who's going to pay your bill, but a waiter is having a long conversation with him.
Dusty ass women.
So basically, she explained how the waiter kept talking to the guy, preventing her from making a move to get him to pay for her meal. But if
How does that even work? You're just eating your meal and then you just talk, and then the guy just walks by and you're like, oh, can you pay for this? And it works?
someone looked at me this way in a restaurant, I'd probably call it a day and head back home. People started to ask her after if she just goes to restaurants doing this until men pay. And this is what she had to say.
Really funny. Like, I'm crying right now.
I'm confused. You just go to restaurants and uncomfortably stare at men until they offer the pay?
The answer to that is no.
Why don't you get a job?
I went to a very family-friendly restaurant. I'm talking literally, it was screaming babies at almost every single table. My objective was to eat brunch, and this guy was sitting next to me, and he was the only person that was sitting alone. So I'm like, I might as well talk to somebody, because I do that. Like, if I'm sitting alone and someone next to me is alone, I'm going to talk to them. And if they,
why are you always lying?
They don't want to talk to me, then, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
So that was a f***ing lie.
So the waiter is across from
Why
me,
you
and the guy is like
always
pretty much like next to me,
lying?
facing the other way.
Why the fuck
So the
you
guy can't see me looking at
lying?
the waiter. I was facing the opposite
Oh my
direction,
God.
if you will. So yes, I would
Such a
highly advise.
Please,
lying.
ladies, don't stare your target down like that. Just
Right.
a couple of glances, hold eye contact, and he'll come if he's
You
interested.
to not do what I did.
What?
You are going to be looking at your target, pretty much.
Are you delusional?
Looking at
Do
your
you suffer
target.
from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
Many people
What up
said
with it,
that she
life?
looks creepy watching him like that.
Yep.
She better be careful scamming people, because some people don't play.
How you doing
Mess
today,
around
bro?
and be a Dateline episode. I do agree with this comment.
Weird ass
Not everyone
chicks.
will take this lightly. Some would take legal actions, while we don't know what others might do.
Ask me for a tutorial, and ask and you shall receive. I woke up super hungry, wanted to go to brunch. There I was like, oops, never mind, because
That's a family-friendly restaurant? The hell?
it was a very family-friendly restaurant. All of the tables were filled with families and kids, and the bar was empty. The bar is the best place to meet and mingle with other
I don't see
people,
anybody
especially men,
there
if
with
you're looking for
kids. What is she
someone
talking
to pay
about?
for your bill and to potentially go on a date.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be. It's hilarious how in the previous
shit.
videos she denies doing this to use men for meals. But in this one, she's dropping the act and even teaching a tutorial.
So I order a glass of wine. I'm thinking, okay, I might just have a nice brunch by myself. As you can see from this clip, that's my target right there facing the other way. I hadn't even noticed him until his waiter came and started talking to him for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the f***? Once I see that, I'm like, oh snap, he's alone? Wow, there's actually someone that's alone here? The waiter is basically his friend, so when his friend leaves, he starts talking to me and the drinks get pouring. His waiter friend basically makes these types of liqueurs and they gave me a tasting. He wanted me to pick my favorite, which was the coconut one. Anyway, he's a regular there. They call him the doctor. Everyone loves him. And he was fun to talk to.
It's none of my business. It's
None of my business.
If you want to bag yourself a Bitcoin
None of
millionaire,
my
bring it
business.
to
It's
Miami.
none of my business.
There's a conference happening this Thursday, and it's literally the biggest Bitcoin conference in the world. They're gonna
Again, run! DMC, they're just dusty, musty
DMC.
crusties.
be 30,000 people.
Most of her videos are like this, and all I could
Insanity.
think about while watching them is how her parents might feel if they knew.
My man don't never have to worry about the bill because I'm always read it to him. It's $50.95.
Bitch,
It's all happening too fast.
send her ass up the road. Send her ass up the road. Like, what the fuck we talking about? Send her ass up the road, bro.
Get your ass and scam men. It seems like nobody wants to scam men nowadays. You need to be surrounding yourself with bitches who want to scam men.
Stop it. Get some help. If you thought the previous clips were bad, wait till you see what's coming.
Go invade this table right now. My heart is pumping. Adrenaline is
And then you bring a big torta with you?
A big torta.
Adrenaline is pumping right now.
There's the big torta.
So apparently, it was some guy's birthday, and they just couldn't resist the opportunity to do what they usually do.
I think the man sees what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, as you can see, not only was it free food, but also drinks, at the cost of their dignity. And the next clip is the one that disgusted me the most.
Are you by yourself? And you just like ordered a steak? No, but I know, I'm fascinated. Like, what is that experience like? Just coming here, hanging out by yourself, and having like
bad
the most
coils,
massive,
man.
beautiful looking piece of.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
I don't care if you gotta take surveys to get my money. Just get it and stop whining. You look ugly when you cry.
So this might sound a little bit toxic, but what if we just started robbing men? Like the guys who ask if you want to come over on their first date. What if you just took a couple things from their house?
This is how you end up in body bags.
That's
This is
why
what's going to happen.
keep my blammer on me at
I
all
hope my
times.
answer was clear enough.
Big time blammer guy.
I'm good, thank you. How about yourself? Yeah?
Yeah.
Carolina, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Instant pleasure.
Nice to meet you. What are you looking for the phone?
Yeah, I figured, I take a little look since I was in town, look at it. I have the old one, so.
Which one do you have?
I got the 14 Plus.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not too old, but it's a new one, so why not look at it while I can, right?
Oh, okay.
So from my understanding, this lady goes around asking men to buy her stuff as pranks of some sort.
You know, I just broke my phone today.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
It's okay. You can buy me a new phone.
Can you buy me a new phone, please?
It is so disgusting.
You good, bro? You
how these
good, bro?
women move about. Yes, it
Appreciate
might
you
be
coming
a
through,
prank,
man.
But when a
'Cause
guy
what
actually
the
does pay for it, it's still disgusting. You freaking begging women.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
It's like broken average.
Bum.
If that.
You think I was gonna happen today?
Why not today?
What's on my agenda? I don't know. Which one you want? The question.
I want 15.
Oh, you want the brand new?
Yeah.
You serious? It's
It's like it's just even entertaining the conversation after her asking for a
Ain't nobody
phone.
got time for that.
Why? I would just walk away.
reminded me of a scam some
I'd have been
ladies
like,
used to do.
"Man, I want
As
one
soon
too."
as they start talking to you,
Quick.
they hit you with, "My phone broke, and I need money to fix it so we can talk." And the worst part is men paying, thinking it's true.
I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll buy you the phone, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna have dinner together out of that, okay?
Okay.
That
Deal.
works?
Deal.
Deal?
Deal.
All right.
Deal.
Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? No way.
Put a needle
No
in his
way.
arm. He doing dope.
No.
Yeah, we fucked up.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know what she takes us for,
Fucked
thinking
up.
we believe a skit like this. But I can't deny that real brothers of
We
ours
fucked
did
up.
this for their girls, only to be broken up with after losing that money.
We
Just tell
fucked
you
up.
something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now,
What is wrong with men this time?
but I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay? And are you going to cover them?
Pre and
There's nothing
post
quite
date
so charming.
expenses.
Also pre and
What
post
the
nut-
fuck does that mean?
You know, clarity.
Is a woman charging a man for her time?
I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever.
Maybe he thought one was kidding, joking around, because who would honestly take that amount of entitlement seriously?
But when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
And he opened it, and it's receipts. Hello, pre-post date expenses. Hello, like what kind of females do you be dating?
Congratulations, you played yourself. Probably the type that don't normally charge by the hour.
So I handed it to him, and he literally looked shocked at me and said, "I can't cover this." It was $478 for pre and post date expenses.
In In terms of great investment ideas, something that comes off in less than 2 minutes of soap is not the best thing to invest $478 in.
Ain't no way. Pre and post date expenses? The fuck is a pre-date expense? For what it's worth. I mean, what the hell is a post date expense? Like the fuck? What are we talking about here? Is it crack? Is it crack you're
You
smoking?
asked me on a date. And mind you, we really didn't even have that good a conversation because he was on his phone the whole time. And I have a very strict no phone policy on dates. Hello, you're here to pay attention to me. Look at all the effort that I had to put into going on this date. And now you have a problem with pre and post date expenses?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Imagine thinking the date was a success, and hours later she comes and starts demanding that you pay for all the expenses, the food, her clothes, her makeup, and thinking it's okay.
This whole, I have
Smoking
to shop
dicks.
for new clothes for the date. Stop lying. You know you didn't buy new clothes for the date, and you don't buy new clothes for every damn date. That's so dumb.
I really hope she's being sarcastic, but something tells me she's not.
I've been having
I mean, I
picking
do.
ups pay for my food.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, not like a full outfit or anything like that, but I do buy a new shirt every time I do go on a date. I'm not gonna flex. I do that. But I mean, I do go to Walmart or Target to get them damn shirts, so it's not like I'm out here wearing a Balenciaga shirt or something like that. Yeah, I need $600. I bought this brand new shirt, like a $12 shirt from
The
Walmart or
last
something
2
like that.
weeks, and this is how I've done it. I like to make it clear that I absolutely do not feel guilty, and it's their own fault they're being used. I think that dating apps are no longer a place to find a
Oh yeah, it's because it's women's fault for being graped because of what they're wearing. Let's just keep victim blaming the people.
partner these days. They're just a place to get a bit of an ego boost and find people to have some fun. If you're a pretty girl and they can use you for the ego boost, then you can also use them for your meal.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
The only type of man I would ever see as a potential partner is someone who would take charge and actually put effort in taking me out. Any guy who just gives low effort and gives princess syndrome, I'm just gonna assume that he's just there to have a bit of fun and he's gonna become my new meal ticket.
I don't think any man will take her seriously after this.
So this is what you're gonna do.
I hope not.
Again, they just don't think men have the internet to watch these videos too or see
That's
these
gotta
videos
be
and,
what it is, man. That's
you
gotta be
look
what
familiar.
it is.
You look like that one chick that just uses men. Let me just rack up the bill and skip out on dinner.
Get the hell out.
Hey,
Exactly.
actually, I'm not really good at messaging. I actually would rather meet in person right away. I just need to see how our vibes match in person. Then you're gonna say the days that you're gonna be available and the type of places you'd like to visit that you haven't visited yet. So you're gonna say, actually next week I'm gonna be available this and this day, and I actually been meaning to go to this pasta place.
Look how wretched she looks. Like half her eyebrows are pointing up. Look at this. I mean, not eyebrows, but look at this. This is fake eyelashes. This doesn't look like fake eyelashes, and you look like you freaking have Down syndrome or something.
Around that time too, then we should definitely go and meet. Now that you've done everything for them, they haven't had to lift a finger. All they have to do is pay for your meal. You basically go, you have a nice meal, and if you want, never talk to them again. Can they even complain anymore? Like, you've done all the work at the end of the day. They should be grateful that they even got a free pass with a pretty girl at all. So yeah, this is how you do it.
What kind of animal are you? She just showed them a tutorial on how to lose your morals and dignity in less than 2 minutes.
The most you'd spend on a first date?
$25.
25?
Yeah,
You
bro.
said 25?
Are you kidding me, bro?
I say the most. If I'm really spending that much,
30.
if I'm really spending that much, I say 80. But 50.
Wow.
50.
I mean, I'm a grown ass man, so I mean, I 150 tops, 150 tops. First date, you got to put the impression out there. You got to actually do something that you really want to do, or eat somewhere that you really want to eat, and 150 tops. But like I said, I'm a grown ass man. These is little kids, so I mean, $30, $40, man, maybe $100. All right, whatever. But I'm a grown ass damn man. 150 or in that range, 150, maybe 170 tops. That's that's $60 a plate, $70 a plate. You know what I'm saying? Plus tip.
Only 30.
If you're just taking her on a first date, be temporary, bro.
That's why I say
like after a few dates, then you can be paying more. But like,
So where would you take her?
whenever I take a girl on first date, there's this taco shop, 3 tacos for $5. So I say I take her and we both get 3 tacos. You know, $10 total.
Nice. And $80, where are you taking her?
Bro, I'm going to a little sit down. I'm trying to figure out who they are versus because like that's how
tacos. How I be doing it? Tacos, eat, talk for 20
you're telling me
minutes.
you're gonna get a plate of beer, yeah, and just be slobbering on that, and you talking to her like that?
Yes, bro.
Slobbering on that? Can we just say you're slobbering on a steak too? Like,
Well, I
come
mean,
on,
yeah,
shut
yeah,
up.
yeah. Now, if I had Bezos money, I wouldn't be giving a damn about trying to impress a fucking thing. If I had Bezos money, I can give 2 fucks. I'm picking up a bitch that work at damn McDonald's and I'm taking her ass to Burger King. Cause I'm rich, bitch. And that, hold on, let me see. I got that. I still got that.
I'm rich, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, straight up. If I got the bread, if I'm caked up like Bezos, man, I don't give a damn. But since I'm not, I need to make an impression so I can at least get some draws, and then I can assess whether or not I want to keep spending that kind of money anyways. You know what I'm saying? If we were friends for a long ass time and I was friends with her before we decided to go on a date, I'll bring her somewhere that's like thousands for a bill. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a sliding scale. I can show you the world, dazzling, wonderless splendor. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I know you or if I get that good vibe off you off the rip, I'm gonna take you somewhere nice. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm just meeting you and I'm just kicking it with you for the first time, and then we ain't never talked or nothing, we ain't had no good conversation or nothing like that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you one chance for some fly shit because I want to do some fly shit. Because I don't want to ask no bitch out on a date if I don't have an idea where I want to go anyways. And more places, more than likely, any place that I want to go is already gonna be a $200 ticket. So I'm looking at maybe spending $150 for both of us together. Period. But like anything more than that, fuck out of here. And if I ain't getting the right vibe when I'm there with that $150 date, then we ain't never do nothing like that again. Just period. I mean, that's just how I go. Everything from there on gonna be low effort. Even if it doesn't work, she's a friend and it would still be nice to bring her somewhere nice. Exactly. That's how I'd feel being a billionaire with a cutie from the restaurant or coffee shop. Exactly. Look, if I was rich and I'm out here just doing it just for the hell of it so I can go and do some, I'm not doing shit because I can go get whoever I want to if I want to go ball out. I'm not doing shit if I'm Bezos. If I got Bezos money, I'm not doing shit. But as the person I am, like I said, I gotta at least put a first impression out there. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be no. I tell people that all the time. This ain't gonna be no everyday thing. I'm putting my best foot forward, and if I like you enough, then we're gonna keep this thing rolling like this. But if I don't, it's gonna be low effort. We're gonna be kicking it, and if we kicking it, I'm fucking. And we gonna get like $50 plate somewhere. Same thing I did with this damn 10. I've been icing her for a long ass time. Took her to this spot. I spent $60. Got 2 big ass plates of pasta with these steak and lobster all in it and shit. She was so happy with that shit. Tearing that shit up. Got the draws. She started doing all of this about more money and this and that, and I need a place to lay my head every blue moon that I feel safe and all that. This ain't that. The holiday season's coming up. I'm single during the holidays. I don't care what's going on. I don't do relationships during the holidays unless I've been with you before the holidays. That's just how I work. Baby, you know I'm saving up for that Porsche. Why the fuck am I gonna be going and taking you on $50 dates every day? Fuck out of here. No. Not happening. Women really don't realize how unspecial they are when it comes to high value,
But you pay for
desirable
her too.
men. Dime a
That first day you
dozen.
pay for
Nah,
her too.
you
30
pennies
bucks,
on
why I
the
pay
dollar at
$10?
best.
Beer was 20,
Exactly.
bro.
I agree with the guy
Pennies on the
right.
dollar. Exactly.
The minimum you pay, the better, because you have no idea if things will work out or not.
Is a good amount of money to spend on a first date?
I would say, especially like costly lives, you know?
Costly lives.
Costly live, maybe like 150.
So that's when you put the calculation, what's half of 150? That's like £75 each.
Oh, hell no. That's $100 per person. And call me cheap or anything you want.
Yeah,
but even if I have the means, I won't be spending that much on a date.
Not gonna lie, I would say
I think 150 is fair. I think 150 is
£300 on
fair.
the first date for me. That's 150 each.
But you're not
Why?
expecting to pay, so he should just fuck up £300.
Yes.
Crazy as
So
shit.
you would have chosen him correctly anyway, so he should just have disposable.
Crazy
you
as
can
shit.
have 300 disposable. If you're trying to impress me.
Don't fall.
Crazy as shit.
You don't know how to appreciate it.
Fall into this trap where someone like
Crazy as
this
shit.
wants you to impress them. Because if she truly wasn't after your money, she wouldn't let you spend that money.
Amount of money to have a good experience.
No!
Why are you spending $300?
$300 is
sure where this is
crazy work.
Because if you want to go out with me, the experience needs to be experiential.
I feel like sometimes this is
What's that word? What she just said?
That sound scared me. What was that?
Women go wrong. Because before you've even had the chance for him to fall in love with you and, want to do all of this for you, you're already expecting.
Not expectation, but I know how much I spent. If I want to go out with my girl,
You know how much
for
you
me,
spent.
My own expenditure on myself is around £120.
So that was a f***ing lot.
Philomeno's take food, cocktails, Uber, everything. That's around the time. Now, I can understand in addition to yourself, it might cost a lot more, but that's the type of experiences that I have for myself, that how much I'm spending on myself.
That's a lot.
And you can keep spending that on yourself, then maybe I'll be willing to spend that on myself.
I'm not one of those girls that will tell you spend £150 on me and I don't have £30 to my name. You already know what the it is in over here.
That's simply not possible.
Nah,
It's simply
you're
not
lying.
our problem. So good luck.
You're
with
lying.
Let's do some more girl math. Today we will be girl mathing the cost women and femmes spend preparing
You're
for
lying.
dates versus the cost men actually spend on dates. Surveys show the average cost a man spend.
If you date based on dollars, you make everything transactional and are only good for a perceived value, waiting to be tossed when your value is spent and upgraded to the next commodity. Exactly. Dead ass serious. Dead ass
Per date,
serious.
$189. However, the average man believes that $220 is a good date. Studies show the average American woman wears 16 products on her face before leaving
Why do I give a fuck about what you wear? Why do I care about what you wear?
the house. But just to be clear, the average man
The average woman can also buy an entire outfit for $50. You know when the last time I was able to buy a pair of pants that wasn't $50? I was in middle school. My pants cost more than whatever the hell you got to put on your face every day. I have never been able to buy a pair of pants for less than $50. Not to mention that I have a freaking closet full of Jordans. So that's $200 to $300 a pair of shoes. Then I wear cologne. So I wear $200 to $300 worth of cologne every time I walk out of the door. Chanel, Tom Ford's, EDM, Gucci. I got a Paco Rabanne. I got two different ones. They're $100, $150 each. Every spray is like $10. And you don't think I want to add that up and add that to your bill too? You don't think every week I go get my grills cleaned. These little white gold bitches in my teeth. That's $50. You know? I mean, that Ferrari looks slick, but it constantly breaks down and costs maintenance, makes it floor model at best. That 90s Corolla still running just fine though, and will get you there back and no fuss. Exactly. I'm just saying, like, if women want to go on and tabulate up what they got to do to make sure that they're date ready and add that to the bill and try to make it seem like that's a prerogative of mine, then why can't I do that too? I mean, I wear Nike socks, $50 a pair. I wear Jordans, that's $250 a pair, minimum, or on average. Polo tees is $50 a tee. I spray on my Tom Ford. That Tom Ford is $400 a bottle. That's $10 a spray. I pay $50 a week just to get my grills clean. Then I still got to go get a haircut. Then I got to get my hair washed, shaped up, lined up. And that's on a light day. That's just a day where I'm chilling. If you want to add up your little $50 makeup bag and act like that you finna use that, you gonna use an exorbitant amount of it every single time that you go out on a date with me, then I'm gonna add up all my shit too. You know how much it costs for beard oils and beard shampoos? Beard oil by itself is $25. My shampoo is like $30. Like, I mean, if you want to go tit for tat when it come down to how much it costs to have my upkeep, then we can go tit for tat for that. But you're never going to end up adding up to what I actually have to spend unless you just throw in random hair fees or something. Like,
does not want the average woman. The average man is seeking out 8, 9s, 10s when he is clocking in at a solid 2.
Said he's clocking in at a solid 2. Then why the hell are you going on a date with him? Oh, because you're broke and you want him to pay for your food. That's what that is. So you're dating a 2 because he has a higher likability to spend money on you.
There's not enough 9, 10s to even go around. Men go for average women all the time.
Following girl math will have a baddie tax due to inflation. Notably missing sunscreen,
a baddie tax,
and contour, so we will say 20 products.
It's none of my business. It's none of my business.
The average cost per product is $60. That's being generous. $1,200 just walk out of the house. You will be using these products for the rest of the month. Divide that by 30. That is still $40 a day, just on her face. Addie's Love Lash Extensions. She is obviously a woman of quality. That is $240 with tip. For the broke boys in the back, that's $8 a day. Oh, he likes to know makeup love, but he also
What's that?
Microneedling, $4,200 minimum. Radio
What's
frequency,
that, brother?
$10,000. I didn't even include facial. 365 days in a year, baby. That's.
It's like I have flawless skin according to a lot of people. I've never even thought about charging people for my dates. Maybe I should.
Right.
$5 for this date. Botox, $450. Only leave me alone. So you can't tell she's actually frowning out of disappointment. I won't even include the hundreds, if not thousands, she spent.
It's all women playing against women flaunting status. They view men as tools and symbols to impress their girlfriends online just to look good. It's self-destructive, viral, toxic attitude where no one wins in the end. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Because nothing comes out of this. Nothing comes from
But
this.
she got a blow just for you, and that's one day. $160 with tip. Nails done. $150 with tip. Minimum. Of course, you're a guy. Pedicure, $90 with tip. New outfit. Modest but still sexy with the little thigh slit. $863. Again, you wanted a baddie. Seeing as you are a foot guy after all, $1,095 for a nice shoe. A necessity. Inevitably, she will require bunion surgery for these, but we will talk about that expense if you make it to a second date. You went with the $1,400 micro wallet. I match your micro.
Just look, this is a light day. A light day. This sweatshirt, custom sweatshirt, $60. $80 for the Nike shorts. I got on Hanes socks. That was $40 a pack for $36. You think I'm gonna add that up to actually act like I had to get that out of you? The fuck? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And look, I just slid out of some damn Raiders Nike slippers. These was like $50. You think I'm finna add all that up so I can extract that or extrapolate it to you so I can get that much amount that amount out of you just to go hang out? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Paycheck. Average perfume, $250. That's 2 months, $4 a day. Men don't like body hair or razor burn. Laser hair removal, $500 per session. $4,000 for 8 sessions. Let's hope she doesn't have to go back for 2 years, which we know is not true. That's $550 per day just to be hairless. That's one body part. What do we bring to the table? In the words of our Sprinkle Sprinkle Queen, baby, we are the guest of honor. Also, never feel obligated to do any of those
Of course, the Sprinkle Sprinkle Queen.
things for a date or a man or anything other than yourself. If they make you happy and you want to. And not doing those things doesn't make you any less of a woman or any less worthy. And girl math doesn't lie. Baby. It's literally that easy.
You serious? It's sad that someone might need to spend all this money to look decent.
Look, my
But
two most
seriously,
used colognes, Chanel Allure Blanche Edition and Versace, $500 for 2 bottles. You think I care about your little petty ass $100, $60 outfit? You think I care? I don't care. You think about how much it costs for a $200 bottle. Every spray, I need to spray 5 times just for you to smell me 5 feet away. And you think I give a damn about your $40 foundation? Why? Why would I care? Why would I care?
a lot of things that we never asked for. So why shall we cover them?
What are we doing?
And the interesting thing is that she mentioned that they should do these things for them, not for us. So there is your proof right there that it doesn't concern us.
Y'all tell me if
Yeah, I thought you'd put on makeup and clothes and wear whatever you want for the girlies and yourself. Why am I paying?
I'm wrong.
PDM.
Last week
This
I
is
asked a man to go to dinner with
$500
me,
bottle by
and
itself.
I said, I got it, I'll pay. So he dresses up, I pick him up, take him
Why
to the
would I
restaurant, I'm like,
care?
order whatever you want
Why
because
would I
I've got
care
money.
about your
and
money?
we had a great time. We're talking and laughing. The night's
Why would I
going
care
well.
about what
So
you
after
spent
the
on
dinner's
yourself to
over,
look good? This is
I'm
what I
like,
do for
let's
me.
go back to my place. He tells me he doesn't want to, that he just wants to go home. But I told him I have some
What?
things that I need done around the house. There's some light bulbs that need to be changed, and I can do them myself, but you know, he's a man, and I'm used to asking men for these kind of things.
I beg your pardon?
And he still tells me that he doesn't want to.
Ferragamo.
So I tell him, like, I bought you.
This
I
don't even
paid for
exist
everything,
anymore. This is
and all I want for you to do
$160 a
is
bottle.
come
It
in
doesn't
and
even
change some
exist.
light bulbs and
If I
do
want to
some
go
work
buy,
around my house.
I want to go buy another re-up bottle of this. It's gonna cost me at minimum $300 because it doesn't exist anymore. I'm gonna have to go find a backup bottle from the 80s. What are we talking about? I got a shirt in my closet right now that I could probably go resell right now for $1,000, and it only cost me $40 to buy. But the fact that it costs $1,000 if I want to go sell it, why do I care about? Why would you care about that? Why would I care about what you got? Who cares? I'm taking you out. Why do I care what you putting on? Put something on and come outside.
house because I bought you dinner. And he still had the
Do we get sex if we buy you dinner?
audacity to tell me that that wasn't his job. That just because I bought him a steak dinner doesn't mean that he needs to help me out in my house.
True.
That's how you sound when you act like women owe you their bodies just because you bought them dinner.
Trying to tell you, man, these bras is crazy.
Engage your core.
I dropped something, but I don't know where it was.
I see what she did here, but she's not getting the point. The point is that those ladies are pretending to like the guy and even making him think there is something happening after. But as soon as he pays, they vanish because they
300
got
for my
what they
work
wanted.
shoes.
How much are you willing to spend on a first date?
If she's bad, been a little too big.
You think I'm finna extrapolate that?
I can say $50 nowadays. Inflation.
You think I'm finna
you know,
extrapolate
like
that
a
into the bill that
decent
I
little
need to
high spot?
spend on you?
$50.
Like,
you feel me? Something calm. Probably like 100.
Where you going with?
But then if I could take him to pho, even
the
pho
fuck we
nowadays
doing?
is gonna be 30-something bucks, maybe close to 40. Every pho dish is
Fuck
like
we doing?
$16 plus now, plus tax, 38 bucks.
I don't really like trying to spend, you feel me? If she not bad,
Shit is the first date. We supposed to be getting to know each other. We can go to the park. We go to
And then,
Dave and
okay,
Buster's.
look.
if I'm looking
Free ain't bad either.
to
And then that's $300 for the shoe. Now, if I tell you what I got going on as far as my insoles, because I get custom insoles from Nike. Ask me how. You think I just get custom insoles for free from Nike? No. Like, come on. Now, I'm not no money dude. I'm not finna come up here and be breaking down everything I'm doing, but at the same time, it's like, come on, bro. Like, the stuff I do just for comfort, just so I can feel more like myself, costs more than whatever the hell she thinks she doing just to make herself look good to me, so she can extract $100 dinner out of me. Come on now. Come on now.
hit it and quit it, then she's not going to a restaurant. I'm gonna try to get her to come to the crib.
I swear being a girl sometimes is so crazy. Tell me why I went out with my friends last night for dinner and
Crazy
we
as shit.
ended up having our whole entire dinner paid for by literally like a nice little old man. Huh? So me and my friends decided to go to the keg last night because we were celebrating my friend getting a new house. And I swear, like, we were literally just like minding our own business, like just doing our thing, doing what girlies do. And then this man near us, he was sitting by himself. He was like sitting by the bar. He started like chatting it up to us and talking to us. And mind you, like me and my friends, like we're in our mid-20s, like, you know, late to mid-20s. This guy was like borderline pushing like 50 to 60 and he was just chatting it up with us. So we were like, okay, we're not gonna ignore the guy. Like the guy's chatting it up and talking to us. Honestly, I don't even remember like half of the stuff he was saying. He was just talking about how gorgeous of girls we were and everything. And then, yeah, like it was like nothing too crazy. But then then he asked to like borrow our salt and pepper from our table, and then he like profusively like thanks us and tells us like, oh my gosh, you guys are like the sweetest, thank you so much. I'm like, it's literally salt and pepper. But yeah, that's how he basically started his conversation with us. And then we were just talking to him about like, honestly, like the most randomest things. I'm not gonna lie, he was like a little weird.
Remember what she calls him now, saying that he's weird. But just wait.
And then out of nowhere, he's like, ladies, do you mind if I buy you guys all a drink? And we're like looking at each other like, what? And then we're like, you know what? Why not? So then he buys us a drink and then he ends up.
Like, this is the thing that women never realize. When someone buys you stuff and without you earning it, they usually expect something in return. This is why men don't usually accept gifts randomly like that.
Buying himself a drink, and then he ends up coming near our table to come sit with us and chat some more. So we were just chatting it up with him. We were just like making fun of the night because honestly, like, he was pretty funny, and I don't know, it was like a little bit weird, but like we're just like YOLO, like we're pretty cool people, we don't really care that much. And then the craziest part is that
shit, this little bomber jacket cost me $60 and it was on fucking Amazon.
There around like
it wasn't even like I balled out for this shit.
Time to close, like we were like the only ones in the restaurant because like we were just chatting it up with this guy. Man. But anyways, the server comes and she's like, ladies, like we're kind of like closing it up, like
a whole bunch of likes are just confusing me now.
She's trying to wrap it up and get like all the bills like settled in, and he looks at her and he's like, what's the damage? And we're all like, wait, sir, are you gonna pay for like our entire meal? Like, you already just bought us drinks, now you're gonna pay for the meal? And then
old simps.
And he literally looks at the bill And we did not expect this guy to pay for it at all. And then he literally just starts going into his pocket and getting his wallet. And the man ended up paying for the bill. I don't know how much it was, but I'm assuming that bill was like $350 on top of the drinks that he already previously bought for us. And I was just like, wow, being a girl sometimes is like so crazy, because I guarantee you guys, if we were men, that would not have happened.
Wow, it's crazy how they see you as weird. But if you pay, you magically become a nice, good guy. They
Chronically
won't lie when they
online,
said money talks.
clicky
And she's
bitches
right.
for
If it were men and this happened, I bet most of the comments
people
would
these
call
days
them
don't
cruel
understand
for
the
letting
word
a
no
lady pay
thank
for
you.
them.
Exactly.
Don't just going around paying
Exactly.
food for random women. Stop it.
They don't be
I
knowing.
know
They
you
don't be
guys
noticing.
aren't,
They don't
but
pay
just
attention
hearing
to that kind of
stories like
stuff.
that. For one, I think it's cap half the time, and then the other is just like, I can also believe it because the older gentlemen are just more old school and just do stupid shit like that. Stop it.
See, my thing is that it's not.
Comment down below. I really appreciate.
I wouldn't
that.
say
And
it's
catch you guys
stupid
next
shit.
time. Ciao.
I wouldn't say it's stupid shit. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't call it stupid shit just because it's not something that I would do. I wouldn't call it stupid shit. But like, in the same sense, it's like there is absolutely no reason why I would do anything like that. Exactly. Thank you, life. That's exactly what it is. You pay for all of this stuff so we can pick you to, in turn, ensure your lifestyle for the rest of your life. Like, it's literally that simple. If you want to keep getting free shit, look like something. Put it together. Most men, and I don't care who you are, how much of a millionaire or billionaire or whatever the hell thousandaire you are, they're not paying for your upkeep. You go do that your damn self. Look like how you're supposed to look, and then we'll handle the rest. Anybody finna deal with you from rooter to the tutor? I gotta bathe your ass and clothe you and shit. This ain't Distinguished Gentleman, whatever that movie was where the hoe ended up getting married by the military officer, and he took her up off the streets because he loved her or something. And that ain't happening. That is a far and few in between situation. It ain't never gonna happen to you. If it does, 1 in a million. And you should treat it like that. The fact that y'all don't is alarming. Like, well, I mean, see, my thing is front burner is that if I got it, $300 ain't shit. I mean, this man is 50. He's sitting around at a damn restaurant at night hours by himself. That means he probably ain't got no wife. Whatever kids he got is grown. He's more than likely retired. And if you retired at 50 something, then more than likely you got some bread. He probably got it like that to be able to say, okay, man, I could blow $1,000 real quick. I don't care. But that don't mean that it's something that you could just scoff at. And that ain't nothing that just you can expect to happen for every single dude that you run into too. Because I mean, that ain't how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to take these things as literal gifts and quit acting like it's a standard. These are gifts. Or be a nympho and bring, hey, all right, life, man, have a good one, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Black Olive Gang. You already know what it is, man. Love. Hey, man, if you get online, man, and make sure you hit that noti, man, so I can go up there and hop in the live, man, get you some bread. Make sure you do that, all right? But yeah, man, go and have a good rest of your day, Brody. Be safe. But yeah, man. Or be a nympho and bring all your girls to join in, then I'll buy whatever y'all ass want. Exactly, 100%. 100%. 100%. Like, that's the main thing. Like, they got to figure out what they going to do. Is you going to be a good girl or are you going to be a hoe? Because if you're going to be a hoe, I'll pay for a hoe. But I'm not going to pay an exorbitant amount of money for no good girl, especially if she's not going to be one for me. If you're going to be a hoe to me, I'm not going to pay you like a good girl. I'm going to pay you like a hoe. And that's what these hoes need to understand, man. I'm not making the rules. I'm just following them. The game is the game. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, we're going to go on to get up out of here, man. I already know what it is, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Praise to the Most High. Be safe. Be easy. Have a great day, y'all. And if you make some money when I'm not around, make sure y'all bring the receipt so I know you balling. Because we only deal with ballers over here, man. We only deal with ballers over here, man. Because ballers understand that what these whack-ass tactics is whacking. They ain't even real tactics no more. These ain't no strategies to get men to do what you want to do. I mean, shit. I got 2 pair of pants over here on this damn seat. You know how much them pants is? About $200 altogether. You think I'm finna go take this up to the job and say, hey man, I think anybody that wants to take me out, I wear these $100 pants, but I should probably have $100 at minimum as a plate. Bitch, please. Smoking crack. Anyways, man, y'all be easy, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace.